Com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's a great day to be alive on this wonderful Tuesday. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust alongside our guy, our Packer backer, dressed fly. He's Kyle Wallace. Say something, Kyle.
Look at you coming back here with a positive personality and perspective on life.
Just wait until we get into the show. You'll say something that will switch me in a 180 just like that.
Well, thank you for the compliments.
Take it while you get it.
Yes.
Take it while you get it. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. What's up, Brad?
It's good to have the full crew back together. I agree with Kyle. It feels like the octave in Ben's voice is just a little bit raised today.
Are you still concussed?
Excitement.
Is the concussion gone?
So it's funny you say that. Over the day that I went away from work, as I heard you guys were talking about on Friday, as I said, just show up and be there, and then leave after, even if you don't do anything. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days off. Very minimal screen time, and I think when I was doing the show with these headphones on, I used to have it really loud. I would always get headaches the next day I was waking up. So the 4 day, I feel like I'm good as gold. Maybe that's some energy is going on as well.
Yeah, Ben is off the injury report. Thankfully, we got him back full strength.
I ordered some blue light glasses from Amazon, so
gosh.
I got to make sure that I don't overdo it. I've got a lot of screens. I got you guys that are in my ear now all the time, needing everything. So I got to make sure I'm prepared to not go back on concussion protocol.
Listen, this is coming from a punter now. Ben, you're lucky you played basketball, buddy. You are lucky you played basketball.
The football versus basketball
That's
guy
right.
joke. Haha.
We are tougher football players.
Alex Stroh running the show.
Oh, baby, now this is some breaking news.
I don't know what to say. I'm all grown up. I got engaged.
Hey!
We never thought we'd see the day, folks.
Look at that.
It's been a long time on the airwaves at ESPN Wisconsin. I finally got the stones to get down on the knee and tell my baby girl and not our baby. I usually say my baby girl is our daughter, and I ruined it just like that. I got engaged over the weekend. I went down to St. Louis, where my girlfriend's family is from, and she had absolutely no idea. I kind of was an a-hole for a little bit. Not like really like an a-hole, but we just had a kid. We just bought a house. We had, a little overlap in rent with the mortgage. So it was like we had to live tight. Babe, we got to live tight right now. Hospital bill is not cheap when you have a kid, FYI. If you are, you always hear about it, but when you see it, you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I won't go in on our benefits here at Good Karma Brands. That's for a survey that I fill out. But that being said, I had her because a week ago, before the engagement, she was talking to a very, very close mutual friend of both of us. And in that conversation, she was talking about, getting potentially engaged to or proposed to this year. And she said, well, I really want it to happen in 2024, but I've come to grips that it's probably going to be in 2025. And so I heard that. I heard that.
Line and sinker.
I heard that 7 days before we were going to get engaged, and I had the ring for about a month. I kept it in my golf bag, of all places. I felt like that was a really safe spot.
Yeah, it's a little counterintuitive. I wouldn't expect your girlfriend, now fiancé, excuse me.
Hey, oh,
Yeah,
saying
fiance, you got upgraded.
to be trifling around the golf bag. It's actually pretty smart, Ben.
800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. I really appreciate the the funny ones, the true congratulations, and the mean ones that I also know are good-hearted from KBN Nation right now, coming in on the ESPN Wisconsin Talking Text line. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
So there's one way that you got to celebrate when someone on your show gets engaged. How do you do that?
I don't know. A present?
We got a little bit of the bubbly here.
What a guy!
We got a little sparkling apple cider. I'm gonna do
Oh, there's not even a...
Okay.
It's a twist top?
I don't even think this is a twist top. I think this is like, I thought this was like cork. This is already going worse than however your engagement went.
Need a
I
bottle
thought it was
opener.
going to be like a
We need a
cork.
bottle opener for this thing?
Open. You need a bottle opener.
I got one of my keys, but my keys are upstairs.
Well, we have to go grab one.
Well, next
I
segment.
don't think we're in any rush to open up the apple cider, but I appreciate the gesture.
I thought it was legit going to be a
I wanna
popping bottle situation.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to celebrate. Too bad we can't, like, shake it up.
I did that.
I saw you
I did
struggled.
that.
You struggled a little
Is
bit.
that
No, I didn't struggle. It was tight. And so I had to loosen up a little bit. I wanted to make sure I got the pop.
Got it. Yeah. You did a good job there.
How much do you shake it up, though? Because you don't want to waste all that
It
champagne.
was scary. I was like, I didn't want to overshake it because I wasn't celebrating a world championship in a locker room. I was like, I want to get some to fuzz out, and I got the perfect amount based off the video.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it.
I mean,
on
know how to do it,
Instagram
but it was
at
fantastic.
Ben Brust if you'd like to see that. But so I set her up good. It was supposed to be on Sunday in the morning where we'd go on a walk because her antennas were down, right? We always go on a walk. But the rain was in the forecast, and it was a blessing from Mother Nature. I've never been kind to Mother Nature. As Kyle knows, I litter. I'm not the most green person in the world.
Not close.
But Mother Nature was very nice because it moved up the engagement to Saturday morning.
Probably because all those banana peels ruined our environment is why the rain was hitting.
Down in St. Louis, it travels that far.
That's the way the earth works.
And from when I got there Thursday night, obviously was just tired because I drove the whole way. Baby was amazing, by the way. I know we talked about that. If you missed any of our shows, go to Wisconsin On Demand. And from there, it was easy peasy lemon squeezy. I moved it up to Saturday, but Friday took forever. I've never experienced time moving so slow in my entire
How long
life.
was the drive supposed to be? How long did it feel like? Hey,
We already popped it.
We popped it.
Stroph's an early goer.
Yeah, we're rolling.
We got Strofe going early.
It did make
What's
a little
going
bit of
on
a mess
around
here,
here?
too.
Thank you,
There you go.
buddy.
Here's your cup of
Cheers
bubbly.
Apple cider.
Are you going to suck that up?
No, I didn't
wow.
expect to be hearing that today. But no,
That's what Kyle does in his basement with the flooded water.
yeah.
Keep sucking, baby.
Baby, we got to do more sucking.
That is the liner from Alex
Thank you,
Stroh.
Strofe. Man, this feels so official now.
Thank
it does
you,
feel
Brad.
so official.
God, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah, I get to plan for a wedding.
Hey,
Well, cuts are being made already, so just know over the next year, everything you say or do can be used against you in the invitation.
I'm getting cut.
wow.
I'm getting cut. Just don't do it during Packer season.
Well, it's funny because I'll just bring this on the air right now. I got to figure out where Strofe lives on the invite list. And
the save the dates come out quickly now.
So here's the
He's
reason
pretty low
why.
down the list,
Here's
right?
the reason why Strofe, our new producer, is kind of on like I have to figure out where the amount of people is, the venue, the size. Because I've been on the radio for a decent amount of time, 7 years of my life, and Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, was the producer of Scalzo and Brust for a good 5 years. He's been here 1 month. What happens? I know he's got hosting aspirations. He hosts Mr. Irrelevant Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube. Like, how long is he going to be a part of KBN Nation? Do I invite somebody to my wedding that may not be a part of my life? He's just going to be gallivanting across our Good Karma Brands assets and out of my life? Like, I got to figure out Strofe's level of buy-in here.
I would like to pitch the idea that I am ordained.
Yeah, you are not.
Oh, wow.
You are absolutely not going to be a part of.
Why absolutely
It'd
not?
be part of that cost savings, Ben. You got to
I'll do it for free.
prioritize when
I'll
it
do
comes
it
to a
for free.
wedding.
Oh, he's already offering to
I'll do it for free.
That's
And now he's begging. This is kind of sad.
I'm not begging. I'm just saying I'll do it for free.
We're good on that.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, can I be the backup option?
You can be the backup option. Yes. You can. I promise. You can be the backup option.
Speaking of,
Just didn't say where in the backup order you will be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Speaking of speeches, did you have something prepared in your head?
Oh, yeah. And I nailed it.
No, you did not.
Yeah,
no one ever nails it.
I nailed it. Here's why I knew I was going to nail it. Because she was going to have no idea that she was going to be proposed to. And she was going to listen to a word I said. So I was like, I'm just going to say everything that I want to say because she won't be listening.
Did you write it on Chat GPT or did you come up with it yourself?
I was romantic proposal speech.
Very awkward on the walk. So I did it on a walk on Saturday morning because I didn't want to raise the antennas up. And of course, I say, hey, let's go on a walk. And she's like, well, I think my whole family's going to want to go on a walk. And I was like, hell with that, they are. They all were in on it. They didn't know.
To interrupt, did you know the spot on the walk that you were going to do
yes,
it? Yes,
shout out to her brother who went and scoped out and drew a map and with 1, 2, and 3 laid out options. Like, the planning family, they were awesome with the whole thing. And when I got to the spot, there was a ton of people by the spot I wanted to do it. So I awkwardly tell her to sit on this bench, which I never, we just walk. Like, hey, let's sit on this bench. I'm wearing a sweatshirt with a kangaroo pouch to keep the ring box in because I didn't want
you dressed up.
Didn't want to keep it. Well, that's the thing. I want to be organic. That would be antennas up, Brad.
That's true. I guess
did my hair for a walk in the morning. She'd be like, what are you doing?
Fair.
So I had to natural. Wanted to make sure everyone got out of the area. So then we start walking back, and I'm like, oh, is that over there? So I've taken us back and forth, and she's still like, why is he being so bleeping weird? Luckily, I had her on a 2025 engagement, so it wasn't like this is happening now. We walk over to the area by the water. I get down on a knee, and
what was her first reaction when you got down on a knee, and what did you say?
How long was the speech?
I had said, because I'd been joking with her every time she talked back to me or whatever, brought up the engagement, that I'd be moving it up a year. I was like, 2027 for your engagement now.
Great training.
Thank you, Kyle. Wow. I was very, very, I thought of you every time I did that. And so, little corny, but there was a pond that we were going by, and she was like, oh, my... one of her sister-in-law's brother just put a pond in their backyard. I was like, baby, we don't have room for a pond. And what are you talking about?
Somebody put a pond
and so I said, what year is that going to happen? 2030?
Even Brad was surprised.
Yeah,
right?
I was flabbergasted.
The Nortman estate doesn't even have room for a pond, believe it or not. Even though they're driving around golf carts on 80 acres of land over there in Oconomowoc. And so I was like, well, luckily for this, you're not going to have to wait till 2030. Got down on the knee and said,
wow.
You've been the most amazing mother to our daughter, the best partner I could ever ask for. I'd be crazy to wait any longer than to do this right now. Will you marry me? Oh. And she didn't say anything for 5 to 7 seconds. I had to re-ask her, will you marry me?
But isn't that to be expected with a level of shock?
She had to think about it.
I had to re-ask her.
She had to process what was happening. She said, wait a minute now. I know I wanted this, but do I really want this, though?
Oh, is that what she was thinking?
Is this what I really want now? The trail of garbage, the trail of Ben. Is this the rest of my life?
the trail of Ben.
She was thinking
I got to clean up after this man for 50 years? For the rest of my life?
Forever.
Be more like Brad.
And I was more like Brad, and I would say I was just more like Ben in my finest moment. Pulled off the surprise. It was amazing. Wonderful day. I got to. Now, here's the crazy part. Because of the surprise, I didn't want anybody hiding in bushes, taking pictures. I didn't want to tip her off at all. And so as I was proposing, somebody was walking on their Saturday morning walk, and they happened to be a wedding planner. I didn't plant them.
Wild.
She just knows in her nature that she was like, I have to capture this.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? And next thing you know, she comes down after. She's like, I have to come over and tell you guys, I saw this. I'm a wedding planner. I have some pictures. I got her number. And she texted me the 5 pictures from afar, took some photos of us right there. So we got the photos and everything. It all worked out.
Why did you specify that you didn't plant her?
What do you mean?
You said I didn't plant her.
Most people plant people to take pictures.
As you should.
No, the Lord was looking out for you.
Thank you, Kyle.
Let me tell you, because when you told me last week that you weren't going to have a photographer, I said, oh, that's not a good idea.
I had the same thought.
I'm like,
You guys didn't say anything?
No.
This is why you're not invited to the wedding. Real friends say what they feel to people directly. They don't just think about it behind their backs and go home and talk to their spouses.
You said I did do that. You see? Actually, I didn't do that until after, because I did not tell your secret until after about not having a photographer. But
you didn't tell your girl that Ben was getting engaged?
No, not until you got.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Really?
I definitely told Lexi.
Oh, okay.
I trust you and Lexi, though.
Yeah.
Strofe, I told last second.
I can't tell anyone, but Ben's going away this
Strofe,
weekend.
now
He's
do you
gonna
know
propose.
why I was pushing the dog watching really hard? Like, 'cause I didn't want the dogs with us, and I tried to ask you and your girlfriend to watch the dog because I really, really needed a weekend, and it was only because of the engagement, but I couldn't tell you because it was too early in the process. I don't trust you yet.
Why couldn't you tell me?
Because you also have a girlfriend, and a lot of people know each other, and I didn't want the antennas up. You gotta keep it tight.
I lied. I told her like Friday. I told her once.
Dead to me? Dead to me.
Once you were out of town and gone, not on the show, I think I told her why you were not on the show.
Well, very excited about that. Thank you for the apple cider that I'm enjoying. It's very bubbly.
We didn't even get to cheers yet. Cheers to you, man.
Cheers.
Congratulations on
Cheers
giving
to
I
your
guess
life
my
the
cheers
love.
to is usually on a Monday. We do cheers to and pour one out. I think since it's a Tuesday, we can just do the cheers to today is this. So I appreciate y'all.
Congratulations.
And all of KBN Nation, I love you. Thank you for listening. And here's to the end of my life. I'm just kidding. Ha ha. Dad joke. A dad joke. Nailed it.
That's a good one. That's a
But
good
if you do have memorable engagement stories, good or bad, I prefer bad because I think it's fun when we hear bad stuff because we'll help make you feel better about it. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN. We'll get to your memorable good or bad engagement stories. Plus, Craig Counsell is a loser, and I stand by that 110%. Don't like his attitude. Don't like how he's acting so big time. Loved Willie going yard, and I can't wait to see what happens again tonight. 800-990-3776. Bad or good memorable engagement stories, plus a whole lot more. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. But first, somebody that is going to be happy because she's been waiting for me to pull the trigger. Not just on the engagement, but Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin that we're going to put in our home. That's Gina Dell and the fantastic work that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can do, not just for me, not just for Brad, but all of you listening, because they have a budget. If you have a budget, they can meet you at your budget. If you want to do the whole house, you can do the whole house. They have financing options to make it work. You name it, they make it happen. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is a showroom in Madison, a showroom in Milwaukee. You go there, you're going to fall in love with the windows. I fell in love with my girlfriend, now fiance. You will do the same with windows. I know that sounds crazy, but Brad, it's like you find an emotional connection. These things like pull on your heart.
I mean, it becomes the fabric of your home. When you talk about all-time great decisions, Ben proposing and you going with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And now is the time to do it with 0% interest. 0% interest in this economy. How can they offer that? I don't know. They're offering it to you for 48 months. So don't wait. Now is the time. We got rain. We got bugs. You got hot weather outside. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Now is the time to replace those windows and doors. Visit PellaWI.com.
800-990-3776. We hear from KBN Nation next. Your memorable engagement stories.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
And I'm sure he'll offer this opportunity again.
Absolutely
What are you going to
not.
sell? What are you going to say to Ben Brust
I'm
then?
saying you don't get your hand on my goddamn face. No, it's a no. I can say it in different languages. No, no, no.
Niche or whatever it is.
I don't know.
Nine.
Nine. That's a firm way to say no.
Nine. Next time we say nine.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in even more fish this summer. Rod and reel combos? We've got them. Exclusive lures you won't find anywhere else. You betcha. And this week, Berkeley Gulp Plastics and Scents are on sale for 20% off. Plus, keep your drinks cold and food fresh on those marathon fishing days with our huge selection of Yeti coolers and drinkware, featuring new seasonal colors like Big Wave Blue. Angle in to get everything you need for your everyday life at Fleet Farm.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
What are we doing today?
One of the employee owners has an idea.
Who is it?
Casey Goodson.
Well, hi, you must be Casey Goodson.
That's me. Casey has been with Kessler's for 22 years and became an owner 12 years ago.
We're excited to hear your idea, Casey.
I call it the One Collection.
But we've had special collections in the past.
What are you saying?
Casey, I think Rick is saying that this can't be the one collection because we've offered special collections in the past.
I'm not saying it's the first collection. It's a special collection of engagement rings for the woman that you know is the one. The one for you. The one forever.
What's in it?
Incredibly special rings for incredibly special women.
How much?
Most of them are between $725 and $2,800.
I like it.
I like it.
Me too.
When you have found the one, you'll find her ring waiting patiently for you to come and pick it up at Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Another MVP has joined the roster at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, Dr. Michael Nolte. Expertscape recently named him part of the top 1% of spine expertise in the world. Dr. Nolte has published over 50 peer-reviewed articles in leading scientific journals and authored more than 100 national presentations. They added this MVP specialist for orthopedic, neurosurgical, and spine care because at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It's racing season at the legendary Great Lakes Dragaway, and our schedule of events is ready. We've still got our yearly holiday weekend races like Labor Day weekend, plus Nitrous Streetcar Brawl, Import Wars, and Night of Fire. You can also book corporate and private events. Take advantage of our season-long passes and even schedule a time to take your car down the legendary quarter mile. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com for pricing and info. Great Lakes Dragaway, just a burnout west of I-94 on County KR. Be there.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'll say, will you marry me?
Oh, Alex Stro.
I swear that I will mean it.
Hit my heart, I'm gonna cry.
Did you cry?
No.
Come on.
You must have like a quivering lower lip.
No, I just was all smiles and happiness. I was just cheesing.
Oh, man.
Because I had it all planned out. I set her up. Like, it was great. Like, I think I got a thrill out of, like, the plan, if that makes sense.
Out of the deception.
Ross, I appreciate the congrats. Following along what feels like forever, and that's why I appreciate all the notes from everyone across ESPN Wisconsin, from Scalzo and Brust to KBN Nation. If you missed it, I did get engaged over the weekend, and we're asking for your memorable, good or bad engagement stories. 800-990-3776. Catch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Yes, Alex Strove, producer of Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, who's on the maybe list of the wedding invitation.
Yeah, we got to work on that. I don't know how I feel about that as a bit.
It's not a bit.
It is a bit.
No, it's
If
not.
it makes you feel better.
I'll literally show you the note that my girlfriend or fiance wrote in the car ride home. Put Strofe in the maybe category.
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing. I would have been in the maybe category.
Unreal.
Wait a minute. Last August, I'm in the maybe category. Now, I might not even be in the maybe category last August. Right? So, I mean, you got to earn your way. I'm probably still on the border.
For all the work we do for him. Now, real quick, Ben, I've been thinking the whole commercial break. The woman that took a picture of you. Did you pay her?
No. Should I have been paying her?
You didn't give her a little
A
something?
tip or something like that for capturing the
I
memories?
told her.
Yeah.
I told her if we have the wedding in St. Louis, I'd contact her.
Oh, that was a lie.
My God. It's like, hey, I'll tip you a little bit later. You know, like the valet gets your let me get you later.
How many people have you sent those pictures to that she took on her phone that she paid
we posted them. Or,
man.
First thing he did was send us pictures.
I texted
just
her,
say, "Hey, I
thank
got
you
it
for
done."
capturing the moment.
She bailed
tip her.
you out beyond belief.
I would have been fine without the pictures.
A gift card or something.
A gift card? I don't know this lady.
Let her go get a coffee.
Oh, she didn't know you, but what did she do? She gave you a lifetime of memories.
Look,
You should handwrite
the first thing I was thinking is this is a pretty nice neighborhood. If she's a wedding planner, I mean, I think she could probably do without my money. 800-990-3776. Paul and Madison, you're most memorable. If you have, I guess you could be married more than once, but your memorable engagement story.
It's not Paul. It's the hall monitor.
Oh, God. Why are you ruining my engagement
Congrats,
day?
Ben.
Thank you, Jesse.
You know, listening to your story reminds me of when I went to the Lincoln Memorial 5 years ago, and I proposed to my wife, Becca. And, Ben, you know what? Not only are we linked now in our style of sunglasses that we like to wear from the late 2010s, not only are we linked by our careers and how our voices sound on the radio, Ben, you must have taken a page out of my book proposing on the exact same date that I did 5 years ago.
Oh, hell! No!
May 25th, Brothers for Life, buddy!
Oh, no!
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I'm as romantic as the guy that proposed in front of the Lincoln Memorial.
Forever linked.
We both picked our fiance's favorite spots. Oh, man. You and I, man, we are so linked forever and ever. This is just wonderful.
Jesse, you know how they asked me if I cried? I'm crying right now that this happened the same day as you.
Yeah.
This is like...
Me too, Ben.
No, not of happiness, Jesse, and thank you for the call.
I'm happy for you too, but...
Thank you, Strofe. Get him out of my life.
This is like Austin Powers. It's like, we're not so different, you and I. You and Jesse are not so different.
We're not so different, you and I. Is this the Mark in New Berlin? The number, like the guy who called Jordan Love before Jordan Love knew he was going to be good? Mark in New Berlin. Welcome into Kyle Brust and Nortman. Please be my Mark.
Happy Tuesday.
Hey, Mark.
Oh, Benny, I can't believe you did it, but you know I can predict the future. You've seen that with Jordan Love, so I'm predicting good things for you, buddy. Now, that being said, I better be on the list. And I better maybe even a wedding party. Maybe not the head man, but maybe an usher. I look good in a tux.
You know, Mark, I genuinely will text the fiance right now and put Mark in New Berlin on the maybe list. How does that work?
Well, as long as, maybe, yeah, I'll take maybe. Now, my story's a little different, fellas. Unlike you guys, she asked me to marry her.
No way.
And unlike you, Ben, yeah, she asked me. I remember where we were. We were at some saloon. She asked me to marry her. You know, and like your girlfriend, I didn't wait 7 minutes or 7 seconds. I waited 7 days. I did background checks, credit checks. I even had an artist render what she might look like in 30 years.
You got a prenup, Mark?
Prenup? Yeah, well, of course. But, I mean, I even had a rendering of what she might look like in 20 to 30 years.
Wait a minute, Mark. Wait a minute. You were dating this woman.
How long did you date her for?
Yeah.
How long did I date her for? I met her...
that night,
probably a year and a half.
You didn't know her. You were willing to date her and risk maybe having her get pregnant or whatever you did, and you didn't do a background check in any of this beforehand? You had to wait?
I waited. I did a background check, credit check. I did more checks on her, and then all of a sudden, and then like I said, I got a rendering. I'm still married, yeah.
Oh, does she know you're talking about?
I'm still married. Do you think how would you leave someone like me?
Hey, I like your confidence. This man must be a hell of a good-looking guy.
Don't say that. Now Mark's going to have a big head. I love you, Mark in New Berlin.
He said he made her wait a week before his decision.
And she asked him, like, did she just grow impatient? It's only been a year and a half.
Let me tell you, I've heard Mark in New Berlin on the radio, and many people have across ESPN Wisconsin. Nobody in their right mind would ask him to marry them.
Are you saying his wife is not in her right mind?
Yeah.
Are you saying his wife might be a doll?
His might not be real. He could be getting catfish still to this day. That's how I know Mark in New Berlin. Josh and Kewaskum, 800-990-3776. Your memorable, good or bad engagement story. Now that we've heard a bad one of the Lincoln Memorial from Jesse Nelson, I'd like some good in my life.
Yeah, so mine was more on the way to the engagement. We were heading up to Door County, and there was a car accident, and I helped pull a kid out of a burning car before I did it. So everybody at work then said that I didn't give her a chance to say no because I helped save someone's life.
Wow.
Wow, it's a superhero.
Give him a round of applause.
Wow. Memorable, say the least.
Did you have the kid at the wedding at least? I mean, that should have been there.
No, never seen the guy ever since. But
well, he's hopefully still kicking on this earth because of you, Josh. Josh and Kewaskum, thank you for the call. 800-990-3776.
And you thought walking by a little pond was impressive.
I wonder if he.
Mine was a shock value, and she appreciated it.
Yeah, I wonder if he pulled the kid out of the car and then went right down on one knee and said, "What do you say, baby?" She's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
I have to now.
Yeah. Superhero.
You sexy man, you
Yeah.
pulling kids out of cars and
You're a hero.
saving lives. You're like a Superman in real life.
That's enough out of you.
Maybe you took
Yeah.
advantage of her in the sense of like, hey, I just did this. You can't say no.
800-990-3776. If you have more good or bad engagement stories, we will get to you. Plus, Mark Tauscher is going to join us. We got 2 Snoop Dogg giveaways.
Ooh.
2 Snoop giveaways today, right, Strof?
Just one.
We have one?
Just 2 tickets. 2 tickets.
2 tickets, one giveaway. Now, just tell me, when should we tell KBN Nation to be ready to dial?
1 hour right now, 3:30 p.m.
3:30 p.m. giving away a pair of Snoop Dogg tickets at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. And speaking of Potawatomi Casino Hotel, you know where I'm going to be today? Oh, for the record, fiance, after I gave her the speech of how we have to live tight because we got the house, the kid, the hospital bill, she was getting mad at me when I go to Pato because she was like, I thought you didn't have money for a ring. Now I do, so I'll be at Potawatomi Sportsbook right after the show today. We'll get to Ben's same game parlay later in the show because I got to place that. Cubs, Brewers are playing. They're like, we got Counsell out, Counsell, whatever you want to call him. He's here in Milwaukee. I mean, I know he says he lives in Whitefish Bay, but I'm done with him. My point is, we got to get some action, and I'll be heading over to the sportsbook to see the 2,000 square foot video wall, to place a bet in person. You can use the kiosk. They have 20 minutes of parking for free for you to just get in, get out, get your bet, and go home like I'm going to have to do and act like I'm going to have a big game and I'll be there all night, but I won't because I want to get back to spend time with her. But whatever you need, they have. Potawatomi Casino Hotel, tons of great chances to view UFC. You're going to have NBA playoffs. You're going to have MLB. You're going to have everything you need at Potawatomi Sportsbook. It will only get better. 800-990-3776. Plus, Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher joins us next on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Thing has ever happened to you from a breakup?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it, so I had to ask.
I ain't gonna put my old shorties on blast, but
why not? They're old shorties.
I've had some.
They're old shorties.
My parents listen to this show. I don't want my parents to know the craziness that I've dealt with that they son been a part of.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I joke around and with my wife and call it my bionic knee.
But before Ernest became a patient with QC Kinetics, it was a different story.
I'd go to bed with my knee throbbing, heat, ice. I would get up in the middle of the night to get a drink or something, and I would just be hobbling.
He wasn't able to play on his rec basketball team or work in the yard. But QC Kinetics regenerative treatments turned around the situation without surgery or downtime, using Ernest's own healing properties to help restore his aching knee, now known as Ernest's bionic knee.
I am really happy because I am playing the game that I love so much, and I'm playing with my granddaughter, and I'm gardening, and I'm on my knees, and I'm jumping up. I have a 200-pound dog, and I'm playing with my dog.
Now Ernest is living his best life thanks to QC Kinetics, and so can you. Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
From big tailgate parties to cozy dinners for two, the freshest ideas start with a stop at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 4.75 to 11.3 ounce selected varieties, Frito-Lay Lays, Doritos, Bean Dip, or Kettle Chips, 2 for $5. 8 to 16.5 ounce selected varieties, Hostess multi-packs, 2 for $6. 14 ounce or 3 to 4 count selected varieties, Haagen-Dazs ice cream or bars, $3.99. 4 to 6 count selected varieties, Dannon multi-pack yogurt, 2 for $7.
Hey, why'd you throw my glass across the room?
I have to keep practicing.
The vase from Aunt Sophie?
I'm warming up in case I get to take them out at American Family Field. Read this.
Win the ultimate baseball fan experience at Century Foods?
You either get to throw out the first pitch, hold the finish line for the famous racing sausages, or be on the field during batting practice. My new TV!
Just doing a little batting practice of my own.
The ultimate baseball fan experience. Return the entry form found in the weekly ad to any Century by July 24th.
The biggest names in the basketball world.
Dame Dollar Lillard.
Having fun and honest conversations.
He puts it in the shoe, right? And sets the tone for brothers and sisters and family.
Every week, Thanasis Adetokounmpo sits down with special guests on The Analysis Show. Presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel and curbless, ready-to-drink cocktails.
Fantastic.
Find The Analysis Show on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And on YouTube by searching The Analysis Show.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
It's racing season. That means you've got to get out to Elkhart, Lakes Road America. IndyCar driver Will Power has experienced it many times. He loves the fan atmosphere at Road America.
Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, at the end of each day, I always go for a cruise in my golf cart around the camping grounds, just to see everyone there with their families grilling out and playing cornhole and having a good time. It's certainly a different atmosphere for somewhere like Long Beach, where it's a big party atmosphere. That's like a very family time together atmosphere, and it's a really cool campground. It really is, and it's actually a really good track to watch from as well. Some pretty cool viewing areas. So it's certainly a place to go for a good weekend of camping, I'd say, with your family.
Be part of race day this summer at Road America. Visit roadamerica.com. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and wisconsinondemand.com.
Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find.
Watch PGA Tour champions, including tournament host and defending champion Steve Stricker, at the American Family Insurance Championship when it returns to University Ridge Golf Course next Friday. Yes, next Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Breeze Stevens Field. Proceeds will support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Families Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com for a heck of a weekend of sports and entertainment right here in Wisconsin.
The remix version of Unwritten, I like. Old T, Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer, joining Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin right now. Tausch, what do you think of the remix?
I liked it the last 2 times I joined and you weren't here. I thought it was great.
Oh, nice. Well, that's why it's my first time hearing it. I must be taking days off like you, Old T.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. What was that?
Nailed it. Taushi, when it comes to, so if you didn't hear the news, I'm engaged and happen to be on the same time.
Actually, you know what, Benny? I actually heard the news on Sunday already. I didn't even hear it from you, which, by the way, hurts my feelings.
No, it doesn't.
You didn't give Taushi a text?
My old buddy. I kind of thought we were boys. no, we're not anymore.
You're
So
doing
I
the
get it.
Jason Wilde thing right now. Like, I only want to get invited just to get invited, even though I won't go.
Oh, Ben, you know that's different. Ben, you know that's different.
I do know it's different. But I got a text here from Matt and Racine. Is KBN Nation going to have a chance for an invite to the wedding? Sweepstakes?
Yeah.
Strofe is on the maybe list. Should I do Strofe or KBN Nation? Maybe try and figure out a way to get...
Here's what you need to do. You need to invite. Strofe will show up, but Strofe is unless something has changed. Strofe is single, so you only give him one ticket.
Oh no, he's a taken man.
Go,
that's an extra plate.
Oh, Strophy's back in love.
Oh yeah, deep love. He's already saying the L word.
Oh my God, boy, things move quick down in Milwaukee with old Strophy. I think you do the same thing that. Not that you're going to steal an idea from Jesse, but I think invite Wilde knowing he's not going to show up, then he can't pout, and then you use those 2 tickets to give away in a creative, fun way to your KBN Nation. That's what I would recommend.
This would be your second time stealing an idea from Jesse. Just so you know, Tausch, she got engaged on the exact same day as Jesse Nelson did.
No.
Jesse called in, Tausch. It ruined my whole engagement.
You understand that those two have been called doppelgangers. They've, their voices are the same.
It's exactly what he said when he called in. It was like it made me want to cry, not of joy.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, well, so you might as well just embrace the whole thing. You should get all of your wedding ideas, the venue, the drinks, and everything else, and just take everything that Jesse did because he's 2 years in now and happily married, and that's really all that matters.
Old T, I got a lot for you because I haven't talked to you obviously in a while. I guess I'll start here.
Who did you all text? Let me ask you this: who did you all text before you made the announcement on air?
Who did I text? Like, you want me to? I mean,
yeah, at the company. Like, no, just at the company. I want to kind of see where I'm at in the fact.
Oh, so this is turned into see where Tausch ranks on the totem pole. Old T,
I'm assuming Brad and Kyle.
These guys knew. Strofe knew very last second because he's so young. I didn't want anything to slip because I set her up good. It was a full surprise. Now again, before we get to to old Tauschi playing, I didn't get the text.
Who else?
I was around in Madison when Tausch got the brand new house with all the Pella windows and doors and all the great partners that have been a part of that process. I didn't even get invited to the house for the opening party.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I didn't have you at the top of the text list, bud.
Man, you can hold on to that for years.
Finally had a chance to use it against him. Sorry, I missed that, old T. But again, don't play this guy. You're not this guy.
Who else did you text?
I texted a lot of people.
Hey, Benny, but I am curious. I mean, I think we're all, most of us are curious people, and you kind of always want to, big moments in life kind of separate, Jesse, again, not to bring up Jesse Nelson, but because you two are twins, kind of see where you're at in the tierdom, and I see where I'm at. I'm okay with that. I can live with that, and I'll move forward.
Yeah, you're tier 4 right now as it comes to the wedding and the engagement. Yeah, you're ahead of Craig Counsell. I can say that even though we live in the same neighborhood. Now, Tauschi, do you think Counsell will ever be universally welcomed back?
Not universally, but I think what you saw yesterday in comparison to what you'll see when he is rightfully inducted into the Brewers, I don't know if it's the Ring of Honor or whatever they call it, he'll be cheered and he'll be, I think, appreciated for what he did. But I think it's a little bit different because people feel really hurt by the fact that they all thought, he was one of us. It wasn't like a great athlete. This was somebody that has, kind of played to the roots of being a Wisconsin guy, loved the Brewers. And even though, the circumstances dictated that he felt like he needed to make the move, I think there's going to be a certain section of fans that will never get over that. And I think by his statements yesterday, he's okay with that.
One interesting wrinkle in the game yesterday was the montage of Craig Counsell as the game started. Now, that struck me as very strange, and I thought that was not the right thing to do by the Brewers. So, one, what is your impression on that whole Craig Counsell montage as he returns? And I was wondering, Did Favre have that when he returned to Lambeau? And I think you were still playing at the time, so he would know that. Did Favre have a montage when he returned as a Viking quarterback?
No, there was no montage. I think everybody understood what was going to happen, and it was. I wasn't at AmFam Field yesterday, so I can't I can't tell you how it felt. I can tell you how it looked. And when at Lambeau Field when Brett came in, it was vitriol. There was a sense of it was harsh. I don't know if that was the case yesterday. The passion was obviously high in regards to not being on board with what this was doing. And as far as the montage per se, I don't fully understand what the Brewers knew what was going to happen when they played that. Everybody understood kind of what was going to happen. And my question was, if that's not what you were looking for, you knew it was going to happen. I would say give it a little time. I don't think you necessarily need it, because the other thing I found interesting when Stephen Watson joined us this morning, I didn't even know this. Craig Counsell mentioned how short the montage was after the game. So I don't think
living in his head.
If you were honoring Craig, and I think you were, you didn't really do that either. So I thought it was a PR. Let's just do this because we feel like we have to, and then we'll move on with our lives type of deal.
Yeah, but Tauscher, I love that they did it because I think it fired up all of American Family Field even more for the environment. So, that's the positive for it. Is it enraged everyone that passion was felt?
There was definitely. I think if that was indeed the question, I totally agree with you as far as what that would be. That makes sense, but I don't know if that's necessarily what you were looking to do.
Well, did you approve of what the fans did? Were you satisfied with the response?
Yeah,
you're a Wisconsinite, so
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with what the fans did. The fans could do what they want. I think.
You sound like Counsell, man. Oh, the fans. I hope just have a good time. Oh.
Well, of course the fans can. The fans can get upset, and the fans can do it. As long as you're being, you're not like harming anybody. I think Counsell thought they were going to get booed. Everybody kind of assumed that was what was going to happen. I think Craig was ready for it, and fans are pissed off. They're hurt. I think they're more hurt than they are like super irritated. I think they're just hurt that, and it was one of the things I was talking about this morning was I think also part of it is it's kind of a shot to the small market and how we build our teams. I think it's a reminder of that too. That's another layer in this really complicated Craig Counsell leaving you for the Cubs rather than another team. Mm-hmm. That's all part of this whole reason why fans are upset about it.
Talk with Old T, Mark Tauscher, Packers Hall of Famer here on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Tausch, you mentioned the harsh word when it came to Favre coming back to Lambeau. Do you have any examples to bring us there? I mean, or was it just all screaming and swearing at him?
It was a feeling, Ben. You could just
the animosity was just so strong.
You could feel the tension. You could feel when he came out for warm-ups. There was a lot of. It was just pent up. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe our guy for all these years is in purple, or it was, I guess, in white and purple at the time, or white and whatever it was. It wasn't, there's a bunch of booing, a bunch of cussing, signs, all the stuff that normally you think. But this was just, the atmosphere was so tense, and it was so you could feel the amount of how badly you wanted to beat your old teammate and your old quarterback. It's something I don't think we've ever felt up there. I mean, I never saw any atmosphere quite like that.
Tausch, let's say we've been talking about the fans in general. Let's say you are in attendance yesterday at American Family Field. The Craig Counsell montage goes. Are you booing, cheering, or staying silent for Craig Counsell? You personally.
Ooh, great question. I think I'm staying silent. I'm not
politician.
I'm on your
politician
side,
Tauscher.
Let the man speak.
If I may.
You may.
So I'm torn on this, and I understand. I'm a fan. I was hurt, and I was upset that Craig Counsell left, and he left for the Cubs. But I'm also understanding of the fact, from a player's perspective, that teams don't pay you full freight. Teams will get rid of you, and I understand the loyalty side of it. And while I'm a Brewers fan, I also can see the big picture of it, and that's why I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to be screaming with fire torches and everything else. I'm just going to look at it and say, all right, I was bummed then. It's been 6 months, 8 months, whatever it's been, and I understand why it happened. I'm not a Craig Counsell fan as a manager, but I still respect what he did when he was in Milwaukee during the golden era of Brewers baseball. He was the leader of that era, and I appreciate what he did.
Old T, before we let you go, and it's happened with Jason, it's happening with you. You have helium voice, and it's kind of amazing. Selfishly, I want to bring this up. Like you sound like you sucked in a helium balloon, and you're talking on the radio right now. It's awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure where I can go with that.
Nothing.
All right.
Just know that you sound weird, and it's great for the audience. Last night, I had an emotional reaction to Drew Holiday. I'm still very upset. Like, regardless of getting Dame was the right thing. Like, am I crazy for not being over the fact?
Define emotional reaction.
I almost was crying. Like, I love Drew Holiday. He was so good for the Milwaukee Bucks, and now I'm watching him on a championship contender while we've been bumped out of the first round 2 years in a row. Him making game-winning plays for the team. He's been scoring well, but outside of that, what he brings, there's a reason why he's playing for the U.S. Olympic team this summer, and I'm mad watching him play well while the Bucks have been knocked in the first round the last 2 years. Am I crazy?
All right. Yeah, all you need to do, go back and watch the Miami Heat series against the Bucks last year. Go back and watch that, and then see where your emotions lie when Jimmy Butler's torching him for 50 points.
Yep.
Go ahead and
That's
do
it.
that. So
That's how we're going to hold Drew Holiday to, is just the one game against Jimmy Butler. How about the fact that he helped win the NBA Finals for them defensively? How about the fact that he came to the 2021 Olympics? No, this is my time, Tausch. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Now, go ahead. Oh, old T dropped on the line.
Wow, power move by old T.
Old T salty that I didn't tell him that I was getting engaged. I think that's what it came down to.
You were holding that grudge for years and not going to his housewarming party?
Yeah, that is deep in the archives,
You
Ben.
picked that up right away. Like, I know
What do you got, Stro?
Is he an automatic invite?
After today, after hanging up on me on my engagement day, I just don't know anymore.
Let me rephrase the question. Who has a better chance of being invited, me or old T?
You guys are like literally on the same boat right now. On the edge.
That's saying a lot. He's mad at
Packers Hall of Famer? All right.
Yeah. You're backup efficient and backup DJ. You got a lot of backup
You got a
roles.
DJ already?
No, but you're just backup.
But I'm qualified.
We'll see how the music is the rest of the day. We'll be back. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Old T, a little salty, a little grumpy that I got a little fired up, and because he's wrong about Jimmy Butler in one game.
He's not wrong about that. He was right.
It's because you're an emotional roller coaster, Kyle.
Oh, I'm just saying he was right.
800-990-3776. If you have anything to get off your chest, it could be Craig Counsell. It could be seeing Drew Holiday like me, or it could be whatever we talk about next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not Quaker,
but I've
is
also had
it?
chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic.
and syrup that make me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't going to do that.
You'll be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. 94.5 ESPN is the home for Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio.
Cody Bellinger at the plate. Here's the pitch from France. Swung on and drilled. Deep right field. Forget about it.
An old-school rivalry game on Sunday night in St. Louis as the Cardinals host the Cubs.
And it's gone! A goner for Contreras. The Cardinals jump in front.
Our Sunday night baseball coverage begins at 5 p.m. right here on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Golfers, listen up. It's Gabe Neitzel from On the Tee, and we are heading to Scotland with our friends at Wisconsin Golf Trips. That's right, Scotland. You can join myself and Stephen Watson as we head overseas to play some of the best courses in the world. This package includes green fees, lodging, transportation, and more. But there are only a limited amount of spots available, so sign up now. For information on the trip and a link for paying, you can text GOLF right now to the ESPN Milwaukee Talk and Text line at 800-990-3776. That's GOLF to 800-990-3776.
See what everyone is talking about at the club at Lac La Belle. The birthplace of golf in Wisconsin has a rich history you will feel upon arrival. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Experience a round at the club at Lac La Belle. Schedule your tee time today at club@laclabelle.com. Looking for more golf? Take advantage of same-day replay rates and enjoy fine dining and event space after your round. An historic past meets a vibrant future. Go to club@laclabelle.com to start your journey.
Another MVP has joined the roster at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Dr. Ryan Stefanchek. Board certified in sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation, Dr. Stefanchek specializes in non-operative treatment of the spine, chronic pain, all joints, all musculoskeletal problems, and more, emphasizing holistic care first, with a focus on diet, sleep, stress management, and social connections for a patient's well-being. At Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
I'm Ben Jewick with Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors. The crew is winning ball games here in Milwaukee and around the country. Our team stands ready to help your organization win across North America. Powered by Coakley Connect, our revolutionary facilities management platform. The Coakley crew supports clients across the country manage their real estate portfolio, offering facility-focused products and services, interior design, construction, new furniture, installation, and move management. We'll help you create and manage interior environments that drive your teams forward. Visit CoakleyBrothers.com and hit a home run.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Miss this in my head, I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Julie.
Oh, you're vibing to this, Kyle?
Just because I don't like most of her music doesn't mean I don't like all of her music.
That's fair, because her new album sucks.
Powerful.
And all I have to do is listen to it when I come home, when my fiance is with our baby and she's playing it and already like trying to get Taylor Swift in her head. I don't know.
No. Is it weird?
I know. Oh, no is right, Kyle.
Is it weird saying fiance?
No, I feel like no, not at all.
Yeah.
I feel like Baby Mama has a better ring to it.
Hey, take it easy. That's my fiance you're talking about. My fiance does enjoy going on the road America with me because there's something more to do than just the racing. There is tons of great food, tons of activities, a family fun zone. Baby girl can go over there and enjoy while me and my fiance watch her enjoy the family fun zone. There's great food, great action on the racetrack. And if you are just genuinely interested in motorsports, right, the Indy 500 was a great time. And those cars will be at Road America here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin very soon. So get your tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series as soon as possible because it's coming up in June 5th through the 9th. So that weekend is going to be a ton of fun in Wisconsin to have the best IndyCar racers right here. Enjoy the racing on the track and then come for that experience, stay for the race. And I always have to mention, because this is huge, with affordable family fun, kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate. I'm Ben Brust alongside Packer backer Kyle Wallace, Super Bowl 50 runner-up Brad Nortman, and Alex Strofe running the show. KBN Nation can get in the show on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, as well as our ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line, 800-990-3776. What's that face, buddy?
I'm trying to figure out why we have a Carmi dog on our middle of our table here.
Looks like a trophy that is missing a home.
Yeah. I'm just very, very curious about some of the things that are just sitting around here. We should leave this bottle here.
So, for those that don't know, Carmies are an internal award that we give away for good performance. I was going to check. Did you win one?
I have not won one, no.
I didn't win one. Brad's not new. Did you win one this year?
I've won one in the past.
No, but did you? Because what they do is they bring in the trophy and then they come in surprise on the radio and then they.
I didn't know I was not nominated at all this year.
Okay, well, do better. I think I was nominated. Yeah, I was. Didn't win. 800-990-3776. Sorry, I didn't know what to do when Kyle threw the "What's the dog" trophy doing in the middle of the show.
Caller 10 right now. Are you smarter than Ben Brust coming up next?
It's already 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. And Are you smarter than Ben Brust time?
Oh, baby. First one is a fiance. Am I going to go 1-0 or 0-1? And your chance to win a $25 gift card. Caller 10 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? That'll be in 2 minutes, so get your calls in quick. 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-ESPN. Caller 10. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass. If you beat me, what's my record? 16, 12, and 1? You get me closer to 500, whichever one wants. But I want to win today for my fiance and for my daughter. 800-990-3776. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Are you smarter than Ben Brust?
Don't put your life on hold to earn a degree. Lakeland University has a long history of making students' dreams come true. Since 1862, build a schedule that meets your needs with options for 7- and 12-week courses, evening classes, and the ability to join classes remotely. Lakeland University is Wisconsin's leader in evening and online education. They have a main campus in Sheboygan County and 6 centers throughout the whole state. Lakeland University, affordable, quality, flexible. Find out your next steps at info.lakeland.edu.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. I've been telling you that windows from Universal perform better and last longer. Call today at 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Plus a free upgrade to triple pane glass, and they'll double your energy tax credit. Restrictions do apply. Tell them I told you to call and get an additional $250 off your next project. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust on 94.5 ESPN is presented by Lakeland University. Don't put your life on hold to earn your degree. Build a schedule that meets your needs. Lakeland.edu. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Ben Brust is riding high. If you missed any of our show, any of the first hour, Ben Brust finally got engaged to his longtime girlfriend. So he's feeling really good. It's that time of week, though, where it is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, 3 o'clock on Tuesday. And there's been a lot of allegations. There's been a lot of allegations about the evolution of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust. Brad Nortman here alongside Kyle Wallace and Alex Stroh and a special guest. That's because there's been allegations that the show has evolved into being too easy, that Alex Stroh is not providing challenging enough questions, too many repeats for Ben Brust, and this voice and this presence of Brad Nortman is not intimidating enough, like the version 1 in Scalzo in Brust. So you know what? We thought, let's change it up. Let's bring that intimidating voice and presence back to the air. Let me reintroduce to KBN Nation, Greg Scalzo.
Yeah, nothing intimidating like a 5'7" middle-aged man who's as out of shape as he's ever been. So, I'm excited. It's not me though. This is about Joshy DiMaggio. Because Joshy DiMaggio hand-selected these questions. This is old school. Are you smarter than Ben Brust? Who do we have as our contestant today?
Craig in Hales Corners.
All right, I'm going to screw up reading doing the rules. So just as a warning, because I know we have contest rule things, you guys might have to make sure that you correct me. But let's start it up. Let's fire it up.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
That's right. It's time for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Today's contestant is Craig in Hales Corner. You all know how the game is played. We've got 15 questions in 90 seconds, whichever comes first. If you don't know the answer to a question, you are allowed to say skip or pass, and we'll revisit that question if we get through the entire 15. Craig in Hales Corners, what does the winner win, by the way? I don't know the prize.
A $25 gift card.
The winner wins a $25 gift card. Craig, any questions, or are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right, Craig in Hales Corners, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. Which artist painted The Starry Night in 1889?
Van Gogh.
What are the primary colors of light?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Which European country colonized Brazil?
France.
Which river is the longest in the United States?
Mississippi.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Jefferson.
Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
Pass.
What does NASA stand for?
National Aeronautic and Space Administration.
What does the prefix kilo mean in the metric system?
Kilogram.
What word describes a word that spells the same backwards and forwards?
Enneagram.
Where is the United Nations headquartered?
New York City.
What type of car is the Mystery Machine in the Scooby-Doo series?
A van.
What vegetable was originally purple but is now orange? Counts if you get it. Might as well guess.
Grapefruit.
Come on, that's not orange, man. What are we doing here? What language do they speak in Brazil? You think they speak French in Brazil, Craig? Come on. Still a pretty decent
I'm trying to make it easy for him because I totally dominated him in the 2s, 3s, and 3s competition last year at Summerfest, so trying to make it easy.
Yeah. Excuses are like, never mind. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Maybe too easy.
Five spot. Yeah, that was an okay performance. There's a couple ones in there, though.
The toss-ups that he...
Yeah.
Brad, what do you grade Scalzo?
I mean, Scalzo's the OG. I mean, it's got to be an A.
Is it different? Is it different than when I do it than when Brad does it? I don't think it's that different. I think Brad does a nice job.
Brad does a good job. Brad just, he's just Brad.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're just Brad. There's no intimidation factor to it, where Scalzo has like a intimidation factor.
I don't know about that.
This man right here was just, he saw you. He was
Yeah, my heart was
surprised.
racing.
Yeah.
You're in his head already.
You had
because when
genuine
he asks
shock.
the questions, I usually lose.
See, I move the questions around too, just as we go. So Strofe had to work out some gymnastics there to make sure he was on top of it. So we think he got a 5 spot. What do you mean?
You were coming down the steps, and I was like, where are you going? I'm going to chat with the engineers.
No, I wasn't. I went and said hello to our wonderful friends at Junior Achievement, and then I came right in here. I just didn't tell you where I was going after I said hi to our friends at Junior Achievement.
There he goes, talking his way out of everything.
Surprise, buddy.
Ben Brust, who got engaged the same day as Jesse Nelson. Congratulations, by the way.
When you saw that, did you laugh out loud?
Strofe told me earlier. Oh, how sweet it is. The irony. All right, Benny, you know how to play the game. You've won a lot. We'll see what today looks like. Josh DiMaggio wrote the questions. I read the questions. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. Whichever comes first. If you don't know the answer to a question, you are allowed to say skip or pass.
Have these two done anything, or are they just taking a segment off?
I introed Scalzo, but then besides that, baton is passed,
And then
the
Kyle's
expert
still
takes
just
over.
hanging out.
Excuse me, I have a video of you being shocked.
Good
I was
job.
working behind
That
the
was
scenes.
good, genuine reaction.
I genuinely.
My goodness.
My heart was racing when I saw Greg, like I saw my fiance when I went down on a knee this weekend.
Wow.
I don't
That's
know if that's a
something.
good thing.
Cool.
I love Greg as much as my fiance.
I don't think you should say that a mere few days after you get engaged.
She knows I love you.
I love you too, buddy. But not for the next 90 seconds. You know how the game is played. I just read the rules. You can skip, pass. We'll get to all of them after we get through the original 50. Any
Sounds
questions?
good.
Or you good to go?
Good to go.
All right. Benny Brust, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. Which artist painted The Starry Night in 1889?
Mona Lisa.
What are the primary colors of light?
White, blue, and red.
Which European country colonized Brazil?
Portuguese. It's Spain?
Which river is the longest in the United States?
Mississippi?
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
I don't know, pass.
What does NASA stand for?
National Association of Science Atlas. I don't know.
What does the prefix kilo mean in the metric system?
Kilogram.
What word describes a word that is spelled the same backwards and forwards?
These are ridiculous. Pass. I hate this.
Where is the United Nations headquartered?
The UN? Switzerland?
What type of car is the Mystery Machine in the Scooby-Doo series?
A Volkswagen.
What type of vegetable, or what vegetable was originally purple and is now orange?
A grapefruit?
Which element has the atomic number 1? You have no chance anyway.
Hydrogen.
I mean, you got that? Out of
Yeah.
all these ones, you got hydrogen?
Yeah, I mean, it's number 1 in chemistry. When I got a D, I was able to get...
You become slow as soon as he comes here.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
The intimidation factor. This is a different Ben
Mona
Brust.
Lisa.
He is
Mona
shocked.
Lisa.
That's not as bad as going, wait, Brazil, they speak Portuguese.
Portuguese is
What
Spain.
country? Spain.
Yo,
There's
you
a-
are shook.
Well, I know that Spain, call it like the Mexico.
What country is next to Spain in Europe that sounds like Portuguese?
Portugal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe how stupid you just became.
Yeah,
I don't know if
you
won
were
or not.
reversed.
You were stupid.
You revert in stupidity.
I can't
It
believe
is a
that.
shocking sight to see.
I knew from the jump. I said, "Oh, he's in trouble." I said, "Oh, what's going on?"
The longest river in the United States question, we have asked at least 12 times.
Hang on, it's not. And I once said the Nile, which is incorrect. But that's the world one. This is. I don't even know anymore. It's been 15 times.
It's not the Mississippi, but it's the
Missouri River.
The Missouri River.
I was just in Missouri, too.
Didn't we just do the colors on the spectrum last week? And you did better last week. White.
White.
Yeah.
Cool, guys.
Did he win, lose?
Well, he lost by a mile. It was a 2-spot.
Oh, God.
That is embarrassing.
Do you see the shock that they're in, Greg?
Congratulations to Craig and Hales Corners, who also had a bad performance, I think.
Josh DiMaggio texts in, thank you for my service.
Shout out to Josh DiMaggio.
Producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, Mornings 94.5 ESPN.
See, there you go.
Former producer of Scalzo and Brust when I used to lose a lot.
I love how in awe Kyle is.
I'm telling you, the guy has some sense of, he knows the big painters. I thought he would say at least one of the great artists. He said Mona Lisa. But that's a painting.
But they know. Yes, that one was bad. When I said it, I was like, oh, no, I've reverted back. I was like, oh, no, they gone did it.
I mean,
they gone did it.
Usually, Ben walks in with a sense of swagger and confidence. It was only like cowardice. That's all I saw. Was just concern.
He's in my seat. He's in my seat. I don't know what to do.
He was scared. He was scared.
So, Brad, just for you, for future, the Van Gogh question was number 13. I know that's going to get him off to a bad start right off the top.
Oh.
So you just got to get him to lose confidence early on.
Got to rattle him.
Got to rattle him early on. And then he's thinking about the answer that he just got wrong into the next one. And you just got to keep bouncing around.
See,
you
that's a veteran savvy move right there.
Yep.
I'm learning something, Greg.
Yes.
I'm learning.
That's what it's all about.
Kyle can't figure this out.
Because he said it. When you Brazil and you say they speak Portuguese, and I'm like, okay, the man's gonna get this one.
I thought so too.
And then Spain, I was like, oh my gosh.
Did Craig and Ben both say grapefruit?
Yes. And we thought something was wrong with him.
Vegetable, first off.
Oh, no.
The name fruit is in grapefruit, and he asked about a vegetable.
We'll go
I don't think it's orange either.
It's purple. Grapefruit is purple.
I said that and I actually gave an extra hint because the actual question was what vegetable is originally purple, but it didn't tell you what it was. Now the answer is carrot, and I even said it's now orange. Didn't work. Primary colors of light, red, green, blue. Hydrogen is indeed the element that has the atomic number 1, which, again, I can't believe of all of
there's
these.
like 160-ish of them. Of course I remember number 1.
That was your number. Portugal is the European country that colonized Brazil. Missouri River, longest river in the United States. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. Harper Lee wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. We didn't get to PDF. That stands for Portable Document Format. Van Gogh painted The Starry Night in 1889. Do you know anything about Vincent Van Gogh? The most famous thing about Van Gogh?
Cut off his head?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Cut off his head.
Cut off something.
Portion of it, I guess.
His ear. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which, again, Craig from Hales Corner was not that hot. And then he nailed NASA, of all the ones for him to get.
What did you say for NASA? National
Association of Space...
Space Atlas.
Atlas. Where the hell did you get Atlas from?
The prefix kilo means 1,000, which neither of you got. Palindrome is a word that's spelled the same backwards and forwards. New York City is where the United Nations is headquartered. And the Mystery Machine is a van in the Scooby-Doo series.
Oh, I didn't know if it was big. I knew it was a van.
You still would have lost.
I still would have lost?
You still would have lost.
All right, you can go now.
All right.
Taking the small victories you can get. My goodness, man.
Brad, while I catch my breath and get my seat back and get market manager
He's
Greg
shaking.
Scalzo to do more important things than to worry about what we're doing from 2 to 5 on these very airwaves, I'd like for you to tell us about Carbless.
Listen, if I was allowed to do it, to watch what I just witnessed, to sit back and watch that entertainment, I would have loved to have sat back and cracked a Carbless and watched that entertainment unfold up before my eyes. That's because when it comes to Carbless, man, it's the only thing I go to when it comes to having a premium cocktail. In fact, this whole Memorial Day weekend, we went up north. Man, I brought a whole bunch of Carbless with me. I was cracking Carbless nonstop. Even my father-in-law never had a Carbless before. Said, hey, let me try one of those Carblesses. Cracked it open. He said, oh, wow. I'm starting to understand what you're talking about. The taste hits you. Whether it be the classic cocktails or the fruit flavors, the taste is unforgettable in that first taste. But it doesn't stop there. It is guilt-free because your body feels good when you drink it. No carbs, no sugars, gluten-free, less carbonation, leading to less bloat. I mean, that is such a treat. People who drink it, enjoy yourself. and be able to feel good after and not be bloated. It's made right here in Wisconsin, which I love. So whether you're going to be up north like me or outdoor patios, barbecues on the lake, or at a brewer game, Carbless is your go-to drink. If you haven't tried it, now is the time to discover why Liss is more, and find them online and at retailers near you.
Well, I'm completely shook. I need 4 minutes during the break to get myself back to zen. I'm not breathing. I feel like I'm really dumb. So I think Kyle's in shock as well.
No, Phil, you are. Something happened here. I don't know what happened.
This was the equivalent of what? Space Jam, the power's taken from you?
Yeah, you were on this high.
Yes.
You were on this big high. Oh, I got to win this for my baby mama, my fiance and my baby girl. And then as soon as you saw Greg Scalzo, you
it was like a ghost.
Between the sparkling cider, Jesse Nelson, and Greg Scalzo, that's all we got for surprises today.
Are you sure? Are you lying to me?
That's at least from what I have planned, that's it.
I'm going to take a deep breath, and we'll relive Craig Counsell coming back to American Family Field next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Ben, I've been a fan of you since Scalzo and Brust was on the air. You kind of are like a Pat McAfee for the ESPN Milwaukee. You kind of revolutionized this channel and stuff.
Leo, I'm here for you, and I appreciate everything you say. We love you listening, and you can call in every day and say that. I won't get old.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and there is one thing I think everyone can agree on. Potholes stink. And this year's weather will make it one of the worst years yet. Well, Johnson & Sons Paving is ready to take on the challenge with a team that has over 2 decades of experience. When the potholes pop up in your asphalt, Johnson & Sons Paving can patch or replace the whole area. Book an appointment now at johnsonsonspaving.com. Get that appointment booked before May 31st, and you might even see Old T on the job site for a visit. Find full contest details at ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in even more fish this summer. Rod and reel combos? We've got them. Exclusive lures you won't find anywhere else? You betcha. And this week, Berkeley Gulp Plastics and Scents are on sale for 20% off. Plus, keep your drinks cold and food fresh on those marathon fishing days with our huge selection of Yeti coolers and drinkware, featuring new seasonal colors like Big Wave Blue. Angle in to get everything you need for your everyday life at Fleet Farm.
In Wisconsin, bicycles are legal and intended users of the road. We remind drivers to share the road and make sure to slow down and give at least 3 feet when passing a person biking. Let's make sure everyone, no matter their mode of travel, gets home safely. Learn more at wisconsinbikefed.org.
Even when you get a great price, diamonds cost a lot of money.
But we want you to be able to buy the engagement ring you really want.
You won't have to settle for anything less than fantastic when you come to Kessler's.
We do everything in our power to make it possible for you to give her that magical engagement ring you really want her to have.
Friendly financing makes it possible.
We can give you 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit.
And with approved credit, we can give you 36 months to pay with just 9.99%.
And if getting your credit credit approved is a problem, we've even got second chance financing for people who deserve a second chance.
Don't settle for second best. Come to Kessler's.
Seriously, we do everything in our power to make it possible for you to give her that magical engagement ring you really want her to have.
That's the sort of thing you can expect from us when you hear us say, welcome to Kessler's.
Welcome to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com. And one more thing, welcome to Kesslers.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm like
Kyle, I need you to talk about the American Family Insurance Championship.
I'm all shook up
because I'm shook.
You are shook.
I am legitimately shook. For those who missed it, Greg Scalzo made a surprise.
Starry Night in 1889.
Mona Lisa.
What are the primary colors of light?
You had fun back there laughing, Strophy?
Which artist painted the Starry Night in 1889?
Mona Lisa.
What are the primary colors of light?
I see Greg Scalzo coming down the steps. He says he's going to see the engineers. Then I walk outside the studio. I look in. He's in the chair. And I'm like, I'm doomed. I was like, I'm doomed. I was set up.
You couldn't get locked in or
I mean, Kyle, you saw my face.
I did. I got on camera.
I was done for.
Remember when I said earlier today? You're talking
like,
about the segment. I
you
said
it's
it was a
no doubt.
loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yes, I'm real slick to say then.
I sure did. You said I turned slow. And Brad said I was Brad. Now let me tell you something about Brad. Brad is supposed to be the guy on the show that continues to lift everyone up even when things are burning all around you. He called me cowardice.
Yeah, I said I usually sense confidence and swagger, and I only sense cowardice.
That's the guy that's supposed to bring us all up.
I mean, if you were a real G, you would have said, no, this is my seat. You get into the other seat. That's where I sit at.
Now, that would have been a power move.
You would have said that to the guy who's in charge of all of us?
I mean, hey, you gotta walk with that confidence, right?
Well, the good news is we're going to be giving away Snoop Dogg tickets at the end of the segment. Did you tell us about American Family Insurance, or did I black out?
You blacked out, but I can definitely tell everybody about American Family Insurance because guess what?
I did both.
The AmFam Championship is almost back, y'all. It is almost here. Get your tickets today so you can see all of the legends of the PGA Tour Champions Tour. And so, again, this returns to University Ridge Golf Course Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. It is going to be an incredible weekend of golf. You also have Train, who will be performing as well on June 7th at Breeze Stevens Field. And you heard me talk about it. This goes towards a great cause where the proceeds will support Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Families Children's Hospital. I'm telling you, you get to see golf. You get to see music. You get to enjoy great weather. You get to enjoy golf. It's just going to be a great weekend. So make sure you get your tickets today for the AmFam Championship at amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com. It's where you can get your tickets to a heck of a weekend next weekend.
So again, WisconsinOnDemand.com, or go watch back on YouTube as Greg Scalzo made his triumphant return with Josh DiMaggio making the questions for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I put up a 2 spot. I'm now 16-13-1, but that should count as 8 losses. So, like, I don't know if you guys knew this. You probably didn't. So Kyle saw my reaction to seeing Greg, and then when I sat in the chair, I tried to, like, I don't know. I knew I was doomed, so I tried to do the butter up thing, like, oh, buddy, like, and he just went for blood. He went for blood, and he got blood.
I think you even tried to get your mind and body right because this chair was lower. Ben actively lowered the rotating chair that we were on to just get a little higher stance, right?
No, I was too high. I had to come low. I was uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was the other way around then.
Yeah, well, Josh chimes in 815. Can we add Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust to the list of Greg Scalzo's job duties? That was epic. I would love to. We're going to have to clear that with Craig Karmazin, probably, CEO of Good Karma Brands. Drew says that is the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust I know and love. So this is a reflection of not me. This is a reflection of Kyle and Brad. Kyle and Brad are the ones with Strofe who need to bring the Greg Scalzo Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust energy. You guys are 3. He is 1 person. Josh is a part of it too. You guys are 3 people. You need to make it like that.
But Scalzo lives in your head.
Yeah,
You guys got to find a way to do it.
That's the man that broke you. You're right. We're not the men. We're just the people that pick up the pieces. We can never be Scalzo.
Dwayne and Sheboygan, looks like I've been proven correct about the intimidation factor Greg brings in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I think this performance perpetuates the fix theory, just the confidence in Ben's voice. It was Greg.
I mean,
what did he do to you?
Oh, my gosh. Everyone can't get over the fact that we both said grapefruit.
You both said grapefruit.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was a wild.
For what
wild
vegetable starts purple, and then Greg told me.
Fruit is half the word.
Yeah. Again, that's what he does to me.
Is it grapefruit orange?
No.
Okay. I was just curious because after today, you might think it might be orange.
Yeah, it might be orange.
I thought it was from a color standpoint, I thought I got the answer correct. From a fruit or vegetable standpoint, I definitely missed it.
I mean, I gotta say, I learned a thing or two. Greg moving around the questions to rattle Ben early. Now, that is a brilliant move. I'm going to be doing that from here on out. Assuming Greg doesn't take the permanent role.
Would you guys be upset if he did?
I wouldn't, because it's such a value add. I mean, I love doing it, don't get me wrong. But he... To watch this dynamic unfold in front of us is really a treat.
Yeah, I just sit here and enjoy the show.
Yeah, you sure did. You were in shock. Your face.
I couldn't believe it. I'm telling you, you became stupid.
Ken in Milwaukee, it was a great start to the show. I was all smiles. Came in here, told everyone how I got engaged and how wonderful it was, and now I feel like I'm I'm still the dumbest person in the world. So Ken, if you have a good engagement story, I will welcome it to warm my heart.
Sure. Well, congratulations first, Ben.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
So, I heard about the Left's Lucky Town tailgate party for the opening series at Miller Park before the exhibition games. And when I saw who was performing, it was the Love Monkeys. And John, the lead singer, had been like a year or two older than me in school. So I called them up and pitched them that, hey, I was thinking about getting engaged there. And he said, you know, we're the Love Monkeys, and we've had probably 20 people jump up on stage and propose, but nobody has ever had the ring, been prepared, and done it in advance. That's an awesome idea. So we got Locker's Flowers, brought the flowers, because I couldn't do anything myself. Everything had to be behind the scenes, and they were all real gracious with helping me out. And he said, okay, so when you get there, come and let us know who you are, you know, because we haven't seen each other in a while. So just come up and tell us, you know, Ken's here, and we'll take it from there. So we showed up at the thing, and we had both been married before, so we had our children with us who were minors, but the kids were in on it, so they were helping out with keeping her busy. So we walked in, and as we're getting our first drinks, I said, honey, you know, I'm going to go find us some seats or something, and trying to get away from her. And I heard the band say, John, the lead singer, says, hey, anybody want to come up here and have a drink with us, with the band? Come on up on stage. And I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. And then he said, anybody want a shot of tequila? Come on up on stage. And my wife's like, he's drinking tequila on stage. Why don't you go join him? I'm like, oh, thanks, honey, I will. Because that's all I drink. So as I'm walking towards the stage, he says, yeah, come on, have a shot of tequila with us. And 2 other people were already coming up there. Just take your shirt off, come up on stage, and have a shot. And I'm like, oh, crap. Not exactly what I had in mind. But I'm going to be wowing the crowd later, so I might as well go for it and make a complete fool of myself now, because I'm going to later. So,
what, Strofe?
Hi, John. Ken. And he's like, hey, it's Ken, everybody. And didn't realize the connection. And I said, no, Ken. I'm Ken. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Ken, everybody. This is Ken.
And now you're in mad love still, buddy?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, so the thing was, they told us, wait until the first break, and then we'll pull you up on stage. So they took the first break, and we bouncer rushed my fiancée to the stage, and they started playing another song.
Strofe, why do you keep dumping our lovey-dovey callers?
It's 3 minutes long.
He didn't get to the climax.
He did not land the plane. We were supposed to give out. We were supposed to give out
Snoop Dogg tickets.
So did when he brought her back on stage, the bouncer, what happened? Did he propose, or is she
Stroh
married
dumped him?
We'll never know.
To the dude from the band?
We'll never know.
Tell us, Ken, wherever his name is.
Text in the rest of the story. 800-990-3776 and call Stro a mean name while you're at it. Are we giving away Snoop tickets right now? What caller do you want?
I'm sorry, what was the question? We were already getting phone calls.
Snoop Dogg tickets. What caller do you want?
Let's go. 4 plus 20 is 24.
24. 4 plus 20. Oh, 4. Okay, 24. It says I need to do my best Snoop. Snoop! Doom. 800-990-3776. Caller number 24 for Snoop Dogg tickets to Potawatomi Casino Hotel. We'll be back, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. With Strofe segment, we have no idea what it's called.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
Yeah,
I am young.
You're not
wild,
that.
I am Every time I ask you to do something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking so, why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 43, we've got some backups coming in from Silver Spring, pretty much all the way down past Capitol Drive. Back on the brakes from North Avenue down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Going to be heavy all the way down to the KK River, where we've got the left shoulder blocked with a broken-down vehicle. Northbound side's backing up from about Kilbourne all the way up to about Keefe. And southbound 41, lots of company slowing way down from just south of Main Street, Menominee Falls, all the way down past Good Hope Road, and that stretches all the way down past Capitol Drive as well. Traffic is brought to you by Dave & Buster's College Night Thursdays. College students get a free Dave & Buster's Power Card when you show your college ID. Dave & Buster's College Night Thursdays, 9 p.m. to close. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, evening storm should be ending. Right now, it's kind of rumbly out there with a low of 52. Tomorrow, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63 at the lakefront, 66 inland. Weather's brought to you by the Club at Lac La Belle. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time at club@laclabelle.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's, flavor is our family's business.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Take me out to the ball game, roll out the barrel, and get up, get out of here, gone. There's nothing like Milwaukee baseball. And Discount Liquor is here to help you turn your tailgate or game viewing experience into a grand slam. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where since 1960, we've been your one-stop shop for everything alcohol-related. This baseball season, make plans to stop by Discount Liquor, because when the division rivals from Chicago visit, the more booze, the better. With a selection of over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, liquor, and mixers, all at the lowest prices in town, Discount Liquor has got you covered. We are your one-stop shop this baseball season. Discount Liquor, 2 locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
Fleet Farm has everything you need to reel in even more fish this summer. Rod and reel combos? We've got them. Exclusive lures you won't find anywhere else. You betcha. And this week, Berkeley Gulp Plastics and Scents are on sale for 20% off. Plus, keep your drinks cold and food fresh on those marathon fishing days with our huge selection of Yeti coolers and drinkware, featuring new seasonal colors like Big Wave Blue. Angle in to get everything you need for your everyday life at Fleet Farm.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000-square-foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it just sounds just like me and Kyle. Gosh. I'm out of town for the Snoop concert. I'm getting sad. Oh, Dwayne from West Bend, 23rd. He's heartbroken. It was caller number 24.
Get an attitude. Pop it like it's hot.
All right, maybe I wasn't as good as I thought I was in the moment.
Oh, it all sounded good in the moment.
800-990-3776. We will be giving away Snoop tickets once a day for the rest of the week. So stay tuned on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, as well as Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, I believe, on 94.5 ESPN. They'll be giving away some as well. I always reluctantly take this phone call. He is... I would say the equivalent of what Brian D., our content director, says about Fulton Reed for all of you Mighty Ducks fans. 1 out of 5 times he hits the goal. 1 out of 5 times it's a good call from Jonathan Brust. We go to my brother, the delusional fan of the South, number 2. You're up.
Hey, Ben, I just want to say 2 things. One, I'm going to have a libation because I got Cal's super sectional game. I'm super nervous. 2, congratulations on finally getting engaged. I have met... I can't even count them on 2 hands how many girls that you've dated, but you finally found an absolute winner, and I couldn't be more happy for you.
I'm sure that's exactly what my girlfriend wants to hear. In the congratulations.
It's one of the 5 right there.
Can't even count on
Ben,
2 hands.
You looked at me very strange when he said the word libation.
Like he's almost like having a flashback?
No, that's an alcoholic beverage.
No, he's not.
You don't know what a libation is?
No.
Yeah, libation is a drink.
It's an alcoholic
He wants to have a
beverage.
drink because he's nervous about his daughter's.
Oh, you think he's about to go have? He's already got 3 in him.
he just said, "I'm going to have a libation because I'm nervous," and you looked at me like you had no idea.
I did not have any idea, but I also knew that even before the libation that he's going to have, there's already something in his system. As a shout out to my niece who is playing in the Super Sectional as the goalkeeper, and if they win, I'd love to go to her game on Saturday in the state final. So,
oh, wow. So it's a state semifinal?
This would get them to the state semifinal.
Oh, cool. Fantastic.
She's goalie, right?
She's goalie. Thanks for taking interest, boys, while Strofe is cooling me for having a proud niece
She's like
moment.
Tom Brady.
How so?
Because the starter got hurt, and she came in and she took over.
Goalkeeper of the year?
Yeah, she became the starter.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, as a sophomore. Now Jonathan thinks like all these athletic scholarships are going to come. And
Maybe.
They may, but of course, like one season, he's like already planning 18 years ahead of what he thinks she can do.
What year is she? She's sophomore?
Sophomore.
That's pretty
so
impressive.
Yes, very impressive.
And this is varsity?
Varsity.
He's planning for Team USA already, huh?
Already.
Next, Brianna Scurry.
Already.
That's a name drop.
So, Strofe, you have no idea what's next?
I mean, we have a general idea what's next.
So we've been doing the KBN Academy since Kyle Brust and Nortman started when? August, September?
September 11th.
September 11th. Never forget.
Boy,
never forget.
He has you messed up.
Yeah.
August. August?
Are you talking about Scalzo still?
Yeah, you still shook.
I'm still shook
Don't
from
know
Greg
what
Scalzo
libation
doing
is.
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust at 3 o'clock if you missed that, Wisconsin on Demand or YouTube. So we have no idea what's next. I do want to give a shout out to Palermo's Pizza because you know how we always talk about the Screamin' Sicilian, thin and crispy, the 2.5 feet of stuffed crust, the tavern-style pizza. I got something new for you. Something new from Screamin' Sicilian. Pizza bowls! And you know what? This might resonate with one on the panel even further than I thought because it's no crust, just topping. Screamin' Sicilian is ditching the crust to have these perfect quick snacks or a meal if you're seeking these low-carb, keto-style options.
Oh, my.
Pizza bowls, baby. Pizza bowls. Screamin' Sicilian, nothing but toppings. It is exclusively at participating Kroger stores. So Pick and Save, Metro Market, and Mariano's. They have multi-meat, mozzarella, tomato sauce, Italian sausage, pepperoni, onion, ham, Italian-style meatball, pepperoni, supreme. They got options for you as it comes to the new pizza bowls. So I will still shout out the Mambo Italiano, but what I will do is figure out a fun way to incorporate the Screamin' Sicilian pizza bowls into KBN Nation's lives. Make sure you go check that out at your local grocer that I mentioned, Metro Market, Pick and Save, Mariano's, the Kroger stores. They will have the new Screamin' Sicilian pizza bowls. Coming up next on Kyle Brust Nortman, we have no idea, but Strof's going to do a lot of the talking. So if you like Strof, hang on. If you don't like Strof, hang on. Snoop!
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach. Yes, he saw it as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Trade proposal, Christian Watson. Packers receive Justin Jefferson. I think I found a way for us to get Ayuk, Jefferson, and T. Higgins and not have to give up all that much.
Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Sunday. It's racing season at the legendary Great Lakes Dragaway, and our schedule of events is ready. We've still got our yearly holiday weekend races like Labor Day weekend, plus Nitrous Streetcar Brawl, Import Wars, and Night of Fire. You can also book corporate and private events. Take advantage of our season-long passes and even schedule a time to take your car down the legendary quarter mile. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com for pricing and info. Great Lakes Dragaway, just a burnout west of I-94 on County KR. Be there.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike, There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
1, 2, 3, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.
You need to check out the Princeton Club because I'm telling you, the facilities are absolutely fantastic. Free childcare at the membership, open 24/7. I've done personal training. They have the great weights, cardio, workout classes. They'll have something for you to find your passion and find your better tomorrow. So have the courage to go in, get a tour, and I'm telling you, once you get the tour, you'll be like, this is the place for me. Free childcare, I can't talk about that enough and how much this helped myself as I go through dad bod, not wanting that, having a place to drop off the kid, get a workout in. Princeton Club is amazing. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. And our producer, Alex Strofe, has a segment coming up. We have no idea what we're about to hear. Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. It might suck. I haven't heard it.
All right. Well, if it sucks, we'll say it sucks. And if it's good, we'll give it props. And KBN Nation chime in on the segment as well. Let us know what you think.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant. It's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
There's a lot of pressure here.
I mean, that big voice guy, I thought it was in a movie trailer.
My time to shine?
It's your time. I toss it over to you.
All right, fellas, tomorrow the University of Wisconsin Athletic Department will reveal its 2024 Hall of Fame class. Kyle, which of your co-hosts do you think is more likely to be inducted into their alma mater's Hall of Fame tomorrow?
Oh, wow. What a question. What a question. Whew. You know what?
I didn't just punt.
No, it's not even. It's not about that. But Brad, you're a hell of a punter. You got drafted.
Kyle, don't do this.
You got drafted.
Don't do it.
Very few Badgers get drafted. But you didn't play in a Final Four.
Played in 2 Rose Bowls.
I know.
Championship game.
Did you set any records?
How about rushing career average?
Yeah, I mean,
minimum 3 attempts.
It's probably high. I mean, your career accolades in the sense of what you became and what you did is significantly higher than his. But at Wisconsin, because of the team he was part of and the record that he had with 3-pointers, I believed in him. I thought he may have made it in the NBA. I was foolish.
Yeah, you were dumb.
But I mean, he could shoot. The boy could shoot, and he forgot how to shoot, just like he forgot how to do. Are you smarter than today? I would say it'll probably be Ben first. But wouldn't that be great that you both got in? You both have a chance.
Ain't no way I'm getting in after I ranted about Paul Christ.
Yeah, no way I'm getting in either, just on merit. So I probably would vote for you too.
By the way, the answer to this question, genuinely speaking, is Brad Nortman. Because some of these people, obviously, that go to the Wisconsin Hall of Fame, like I think Derek Watt maybe did?
No.
I'm pretty sure he might have.
No, there's no way Derek Watt is in the Hall of Fame.
See, and like my point is, again, fact check me, but that's what I'm saying. He may have did more of an impact outside of what he did at Wisconsin, but he still has a tie to Wisconsin. So you played in a Super Bowl. That could mean a lot.
I will say, but besides you two, it's an all-time travesty that Tarek Saleh, who you hear during the football season on the Great Dane Huddle on 100.5 ESPN, the school's all-time leader in sacks, not in the Hall of Fame yet.
And he's guys with Barry.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
That one has never made any sense.
It should be reserved to what you did at the university, right? And I would say, Ben, you had bigger moments and you're setting records and team success. So between you and me, I would vote you for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, we just voted for each other.
How
We're
about
so
that?
sweet.
Very
Losers.
Well, today we've been doing a lot of raising a glass, and I'd like to raise a glass today to Angel Hernandez, the Major League Baseball umpire who retired effective immediately after 3 decades in the MLB. I have never once heard a good thing about him. He made it.
I've heard good things about him, not as an umpire.
I haven't.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, no. I've never heard anything good about him.
What I will say
But
about
like to make it that far, that long, 30 years, that's longer than I've been alive. At being horrible at something, being well known at being horrible at something, I give you props, dude. Like Jesse Nelson's only made it 10 years. He's got 20 years to go to reach Angel Hernandez territory.
So here's what I'm sad about with the Angel Hernandez thing. If the MLB was smart for his last season, they should have honored him by having his crew do the World Series.
Well, actually, he has a discrimination lawsuit because he hasn't done one in 20-plus years, but I know why.
Yeah, but my point is,
it's
everyone says
performance.
baseball's boring. I love baseball. And if you want to get a casual fan into it, you need controversy, you need bad calls.
No.
That to me, they would have been a ratings driver.
No. You know if the Brewers made the World Series and we lost because of Angel Hernandez, you know how mad I'd be?
Why did he retire?
Because he sucks. Because he probably got sick and tired of people ripping him for his terrible calls. I mean, he was awful.
Bad.
Name
the
another umpire. Name one.
Search his name on YouTube, Twitter. There's some fun stuff to watch when it comes to Angel Hernandez making bad calls.
He's just terrible. He made a terrible call recently. He sucks.
He sucks, but he gets you talking about him. That's why I said World Series is his last hurrah.
No.
I know. It will never happen, but it's just my dream.
Obviously it will never happen.
It's so entertaining.
Has anybody ever been that bad at their job for that long and been able to maintain it?
No. At a high level,
Jesse
too.
Nelson for 10 years, you said?
Yeah, but that's only a third of what Angel Hernandez has done.
Jesse's on his way.
Yeah, Jesse's locked in. Locked in for life.
Content director, 100.5 ESPN for 30 years, 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jesse, when you retire or when you would decide to step aside, I want to take your job.
Jesse does live it pretty cush.
Take appointments when you don't even. He gets to watch his dog on Wednesdays when he gets a new dog approved by the upper management.
That's still wild.
That is the wildest thing that's ever happened in this world.
Shout out to him. What a way to find
He's working
your
it, man.
niche.
He is
found
working
your
it.
niche.
Last one for you fellas. The Crybabies from Indiana got sent packing last night. Celtics in a clean sweep in the Eastern Conference Finals. You mentioned it earlier, Benny. Your boy Drew Holiday is headed back to the NBA Finals. Can you find it within yourself to root for the Boston Celtics?
I can, yes. Simply because I love watching Drew Holiday play basketball. Simply why I cannot wait for the Olympics to watch Drew Holiday start. He will be a starter for the U.S. Olympic basketball team. That's how valued he is as a teammate and for what he can do on the court. And that is what's missing. How many times are we missing somebody to make a defensive play, a steal, get out and trade? Like, I love Drew Holiday, and I'm sad he's not a Milwaukee Buck. I understand why they needed to bring in a Damian Lillard, timing, Giannis happy, but it doesn't mean I still can't have my heart hurt when I see him make plays, but also root for him.
Yeah, when he made that defensive play to seal the game, a little bit of me died inside. And I can find myself rooting for Drew, one, because he's a part of that team, and that team will forever be a part of my heart. But two, he didn't want out. He loved Milwaukee. Dude leaned into Milwaukee.
Counsell chose to leave.
Exactly. Huge difference between choosing to leave and being the victim of the trade package. And he certainly was that. So he didn't want to leave. So, honestly, the better Drew Holiday does, the happier I am for him.
You two are so fake. Why would I be cheering for the Boston Celtics to win a championship?
Because Drew Holiday helped you win your championship.
I like Drew Holiday, but dude, I'm not cheering for the Celtics. I'm cheering for the Mavericks because I like Kyrie Irving better. I like Luka Doncic better. And so, no.
Doncic.
I'm trying to speak Serbian.
Like Shrek.
What do we? That team is super fun to watch.
What do we think of Strove's moment here?
I'm Team Kyle, by the way. Can't cheer for the team that has more titles than anybody else.
Yeah,
how do we think the sweat?
was decent.
Yeah, I liked it. Solid start.
One of the things about the Drew Holiday thing that, like, some people irrationally do is they follow the player instead of the team. Like, you saw the Favre people that followed Favre from being when they were Packer fans to wherever he went. For me, it was Drew Holiday. Like, I love him that much. I loved watching him play. I love what he did in Milwaukee, and I want to see him be successful.
So you want to see Boston win a
But
title.
again, I'm telling you, this is an irrational, emotional fan thing where I like following the player. Like, I love him as a player that I want to see him do well in this situation.
Well, the Bucks
it's
are
not,
out of
it's
it
not
either
the,
way.
It's
So
not. It's
why
not.
would you?
It's not Drew Holiday's fault that we're sitting here with 2 first-round exits.
That's exactly
yes,
right.
it is. He was part of it last year. What are you talking about?
No.
What?
Well,
what are you saying?
He was part of a first-round exit, then they had another first-round exit even after he was gone. So
Yeah.
the problems are much deeper than Drew
Giannis
Holiday.
didn't play. You think if Drew Holiday played, we would have made it out?
I think we had a better shot with the lack of depth that we
Turn
had.
his mic off. Just let the music play for the next 40 seconds. He's still dumb from the "Are you smarter than?"
Well, I do want to tell everyone about those Screamin' Sicilian pizza bowls because, again, they need a double shout out. If you're looking for something keto friendly, think about all the times I've told you about Screamin' Sicilian and how screaming good the pizza is. Now just think no crust if you want that keto friendly option for a snack. You can even have as a meal. Screamin' Sicilian pizza is so good that they made a pizza bowl that's going to be even better. Palermo's, find it at Kroger's stores. That's Mariano's, that's Pick and Save, and Metro Market. Coming up next in Madison is Rutledge and Hamilton. We'll be right back in 2 minutes on 94.5 ESPN.
With me tonight, the record companies only give me lots of money and everything's gonna be.
Well, we've got some heavy ride right now on southbound 43. You'll be riding the brakes from just south of Silver Spring, pretty much all the way down through the Marquette and down 4394 all the way to Howard Avenue. So watch for the big backups through that area. Might want to maybe look at the Home Bridge as an alternate at this point because it's just going to be a slow ride. Northbound's backed up from Fond du Lac Avenue up past Keith. Westbound delays on westbound 94 from about 25th Street through the stadium and then back on the brakes from Holly Road to the Zoo Interchange, and then more delays from Highway 100 into Waukesha County. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live at State Fair Park. Rebel Grace plays this Wednesday. Gates open at 6. Live music starts at 7. Summer fun this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, we've got some rumbles rolling through, but those evening storms should be ending with a low of 52. Tomorrow becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63 at the lake, 66 inland. Weather's brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Don't put your life on hold to earn a degree. Lakeland University has a long history of making students' dreams come true. Since 1862, build a schedule that meets your needs with options for 7 and 12-week courses, evening classes, and the ability to join classes remotely. Lakeland University is Wisconsin's leader in evening and online education. They have a main campus in Sheboygan County and 6 centers throughout the whole state. Lakeland University, affordable, quality, flexible. Find out your next steps at info.lakeland.edu.
Your bathroom is boring and basic too. It seems like there's nothing you can do. A better bath awaits. You'll feel brand new, relaxing in a world of peace at the Bath Authority.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, get $1,500 off a new shower or bath plus 36 months of interest-free financing. Restrictions do apply. TheBathAuthority.com.
You're our priority at the Bath Authority.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman. We are the Kyle Brust and Nortman on 94.5 ESPN. Alex Stro running the show. Doing a decent job today.
Did you say we are the Kyle Brust and Nortman?
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like the Ohio
It's
State
just like,
vibes.
yeah, we are these guys. We are those guys.
We these boys.
And
We
it's
the
a
boys.
Tuesday, which threw me off. I mean,
Yeah. It is weird. The Mondays off after holiday weekends. The fact that we're already on a Torry Low Tuesday was really crazy.
it is a Torry Low Tuesday. And Alex Stroh, you said it best. What did you say when Torry Low walked in?
He looks sick right now.
He looks so sick.
Hey.
Where you get that hat?
You know what? I got my little places, that I go get my Milwaukee stuff from.
Swagalicious.
You're not going to tell us?
Well, I think that
Off air?
they moved because I got this a year ago.
Sweet hat.
Sweet hat. He's got the sick glasses. He's the coolest guy in the room right now.
Is that how you hide stuff from us, Torry?
No,
I think they moved.
I think they
moved from one location to another location, and I was at the old location, and I don't know where the new location is.
Tory got the plug. No, Tory got the plug. You don't want to share it.
What happened was when I used to do the walks from Milwaukee to Chicago to stop the violence walks, they gave me a 414 hat. They make the 414 hats.
MILW dot. I like it's just a cool way to see Milwaukee. So the MIL,
Too
like
much
the
metal.
MLW.
That's the name of the place. Too much metal. Yeah.
Oh,
powerful.
I'm checking it out.
Tory, some exciting news over the weekend. Nothing to do with sports. I got engaged.
What? Congratulations.
He goes, what?
Say what?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Any advice for your boy?
Oh, wow. I know who you got engaged to.
Okay.
So, make her happy.
All right. That's it. Make her happy?
Yeah, make her happy. She's a great girl.
What about now that he's going to go through a wedding planning? Any thoughts on wedding planning or how exactly?
That's actually a really good
we haven't talked about
conversation starter, Brad.
On the other side of engagement is this whole new world of wedding planning.
Is the rule only give input when you're asked?
Hold on.
Generally speaking.
I got a question. Now, this is gonna make me decide how I'm gonna respond.
Okay.
Is her father paying for it?
Ooh. Or
Like
just
a
throw that
traditional-
out there.
Or are you gonna have to pay for it?
I don't know those details.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying because that makes a huge difference.
I don't know, but those are conversations that will be had. I'm on my knees praying.
What are you expecting? Yeah, what are you expecting?
I ain't doing this on air right now. As you guys know, I will do just about anything on these airways. But this one, I ain't touching.
Hey, you got to have a discussion with the fam.
Sure do, Tory.
Isn't
now you got in-laws.
I like Brad's question better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Folks, on the wedding planning, so what's your approach, Ben Brust? Are you thinking
Daddy paid for it all?
Right now, I know Torry Low is ahead of Strofe on the invite list. Strofe, you hate this so much.
So where's Tory on the invite list now? Tory, do know.
I didn't say you were in. I said you're above Strofe.
Oh, wow.
And Stroke's
on the
only
wait
on-
list?
Oh, wait a minute.
You're on the see who replies no list.
Oh, wow. So is this a private wedding?
Nah, just you gotta earn your stripes.
Dang, he just told you to earn your stripes.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
You done been on two different shows
Now I
with him.
see where we stand. This is a very important moment.
This will be the most sought after party.
Would you invite
in
me to your
Milwaukee.
wedding?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Look,
Your voice raised a little bit there.
Yeah, that was the high voice raise.
Because Tory don't know if you're ever getting married again. That's what
I say. Yeah.
I mean, it's a hypothetical.
When you say marriage, I gotta. Yeah,
so
hey.
it was less about me being invited, but more so about
marriage
you
I
getting
did,
married.
right. I did that once.
No?
And, it's got to be powerful. The second time.
How powerful does it need to be?
It's got to be extremely powerful.
All right.
That power has not come back around. For you, huh, Tory?
Look, when I feel the power, I'm going in.
So perfect time to ask Torry Low about the Craig Counsell situation here because he's wearing the Milwaukee hat. You saw the reaction to Craig Counsell, who chose to leave the Milwaukee Brewers for more money and a bigger opportunity.
It's a business.
It is a business. Would you have cheered, been silent, or booed if you were there?
Boo!
Hey, boo!
But in the back room, if he told me how many zeros it was,
he'd have been like, I'm my man.
Hey, let's buddy up.
But that's the thing is, as a fan, if this would like Brett Favre,
right?
Were you boo, cheer, or yay when he left you?
When he left, I was heartbroken. But then, when it comes to the business of sports, I think now more than ever, they're getting these huge contracts, television contracts, and you're seeing people with inflated salaries, and you're just saying, okay, is it all about the money or is it about winning the championship? And many times I question that when I watch sports now.
It's all about the money.
Yeah,
some people
it's
know
about
about the money.
paid,
What do you
or is
think?
it about winning the chip?
What do you think drove Craig Counsell's decision more? Money or a bigger payroll for the Chicago Cubs?
Show me the money.
I think it's all money.
Hold on, if he got a wife, it's all about the money.
Kids are going to college.
Right.
You taking notes? He's telling you. This is a man that was married. He's telling you what it's all about.
Hey, look.
It's all about the money? Are we just quoting the movie now?
All about the business.
It's all about the money.
Well, the thing is, when I look at sports,
show me the money.
They say they
show me the money.
They say they're getting these new contracts. Even the talking heads are getting millions of dollars now.
That's what we're working on here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep talking so I can see if I can qualify for some of that big money.
I'm trying to keep talking.
Yeah, that's why I can't find it in myself right now to boo him. Back in October, I was
here
feeling
comes
it.
finance, Brad.
I'll tell you why.
Here comes the CPA.
Right.
Because I know if I was in his shoes, I would have taken the money. I would have went to Chicago and I would have done it. So I would have been a hypocrite.
All right, time out.
If I
you're not loyal.
Time out. We now know we know Torry would take the money. We know Brad would take the money. Kyle, Mr. Wisconsin.
I'm not going to Chicago for the money. I'm not going nowhere for it. Listen, money is great.
You're full of crap.
Yeah, I'm not full of crap.
Kyle,
You
You're
get
so
paid.
full of crap.
I know why he's saying that. I know why he's saying that.
Because he knows people listening to him are true, down to blood Wisconsin fans.
No, he doesn't have a wife. He's single. He can take the pay.
Is that what it comes down to, Torry?
He's single.
It's just about the wife?
If he's married, he's going to Chicago because the missus is not going to let him.
But Mrs. Counsell is saying you find it in yourself to coach that, to manage that team.
Right.
Mrs. say how many zeros?
Right.
How many?
Right now, he's not married, so he can kind of weigh it in. Hey, look, I don't need that much money.
Exactly.
But when you got a family,
you're so full of crap.
I'm not full of crap.
The amount of times that Kyle's talked about, like, oh man, if I had that money, here's what I would do.
I said I might act wild and lose myself, but I would still lose myself as a member of GKB, as a member of Milwaukee Brewers, as a member of the Green Bay Packers, Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not going to the enemy. I'm not going nothing with Chicago. I have no interest in Chicago. I don't even like the fact that I follow ESPN Chicago on Instagram, but I got to because that's a teammate.
And sometimes it's out of spite too, because I think Brett went to the Vikings out of spite because he was bitter with the Packers.
For sure.
Yeah. So a lot of people.
I mean, there also was an opportunity. They were
they're a good
close.
team. Yeah, they're a good team.
They had a great running back.
And again, I guess both can be true, but. Is everyone saying he went for the money?
He went for the money.
I think it's about the money.
I think it was, like 80-20 money. And it's like, oh, yeah, they've got a big payroll and a good team, too.
Everybody does for the money. Look at Monty Williams with the Pistons. Every coach there. Money. I like loyal people. I want loyalty.
Now,
but
back
Kyle,
in the
this
day,
is his career. This is his life. It's his career.
You can listen. $5 million versus $6 million. You'll be okay. $8 million, whatever it was.
Yeah, it's
back
8.
in
It's
the
8
day.
versus 5.
Back in the day,
every year.
You could have made the negotiations over a couple beers.
Right, exactly.
Now, it's about the zero.
And see, that's why I love me some Torry Lowe. Because Torry Lowe is loyal.
It is a problem with baseball.
What do you mean he's loyal? He would take the money.
Torry wouldn't leave us.
I would have if I had a family, I would have took the money.
You have kids,
right? But what I'm saying is that would be the driving force.
Torry,
he's wearing the Milwaukee hat and he's telling you money drives it.
No, what I'm saying is they got these big television contracts now, and they're making astronomical dollars. And if I have a family, even my daughter would slap me upside the head if I didn't take the money. Like, it's just the way it is. And many times we look at it from a fan standpoint, but you're not in the back room with that wife, or you're not in the back. Every woman right now
in the back room
is agreeing that, you know what? It's about that pocketbook. And if that pocketbook ain't fat, we got a problem.
Well, and it's also about Craig Counsell at the time being considered the best manager in baseball. And he's probably thinking, like, what more do I have to do?
Oh, you mean he wants to capitalize on the value like Jordan Love should?
Yes, that's very good. Just like Jordan Love should.
Stro, if I do want to get something up on Twitter at KBN ESPN, will you ever welcome Craig Counsell back with a warm welcome? Reword that. It wasn't my best wording, but I think you can read my brain that's going on here because, again,
we took Favre back.
We did. When
Because
he got his
forever's a
jersey
long
retired
time.
and all
Forever's
that.
a long time. I mean, Kyle, you are for the most probably robust.
Kyle, we have a WBA Large Market Show of the Year. As part of what we sent in for that award, we sent in Kyle reacting to Craig Counsell leaving for. No, I mean,
it was all of us.
Yeah, but you said traitor. I
mean, he was a
and
traitor.
he's dead to me forever.
Yeah, he was a traitor. He was, and I'm glad that.
So would you ever welcome him back with warm open arms?
As of right now, it is up in the air. Right now, it is a no.
So you're not a true fan that you say you are.
It is a no. Time heals all. We're going to win a championship here in Milwaukee. I don't want them to win the championship, but I can tell you this right now: with him wearing a Cubs uniform as a manager, I will not forgive him. I want nothing to do with him, and I'm so proud of Brewers fans for booing him. I'm proud of you, Torry L, for saying boo, because you did.
All he said was boo, and then he said he'd take the money if he was offered the same deal.
If I had a wife. That's the thing.
What if you were... No, Torry.
Hey.
What you're doing right now is you're using the wife as a shield because you would have took the money with no wife or not.
If I was a bachelor, I don't need that much money. I can hang out with the boys.
Baloney. Hogwash.
It's
a shield
have it in front of you. You might be like, there's all this money right
But
there.
most definitely I'm going to do it if I have a wife. It's not even a doubt.
So you're 100% with the wife. Just in case you got to split 50-50. And then
yeah, you need money left over just in case. Something bad happens.
But you're full of crap. You're full of crap.
Hey, look, call it what you want. I'm just telling you. Ain't no way. All the women that's listening to this show, it's about the money. And the guys, we may be a little bit more, not really ready to take the money if we're bachelor life, if we don't have that responsibility. But financial comes down to what you are responsible for.
800-990-3776, Kevin and Sheboygan. Anyone who is saying they wouldn't take more than double their yearly salary and become the highest paid person in that position is a damn liar. Loyalty yourself comes first.
Hey.
That's the truth.
Only you look out for you.
Yeah, maybe. Man, I'm probably going to get burned in my life, but I'm loyal.
Hey.
I'm loyal.
Yeah, you're just going to be burned.
Bro, they got medication for that.
That costs money.
That costs money that he doesn't have because he didn't take the job.
As the resident non-married or engaged person that's part of KBN here, I've learned a lot today from Torry. Torry basically just told me a wife means dollar sign.
Hey.
That's it. That's it to Torry.
And the way my bank account is set up,
I tried to tell y'all.
What we listening to today, Torry?
101, One of One by Gunna.
Who's the one of one? Me?
Hey, right now you.
Hey, I'm that guy.
You're getting engaged.
Except when it comes to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? That was brutal. If you missed it, WisconsinOnDemand.com. Tilo.
Which artist painted The Starry Night in 1889?
Mona Lisa.
That's rough. That is.
Do you know what just happened?
I don't know what just happened.
Torry,
I served Mona Lisa.
Who painted The Starry Night?
He said,
it wasn't Mona Lisa.
It wasn't another painting.
Mona Lisa is a painting.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, think about that next week for Torry L Tuesday. All right, get us back with the answer.
I think he's gonna get a brain teaser today.
We'll bring. You know what? Maybe we should ask Torry L an "Are you smarter than Ben Brust?" question every Torry L Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
So bring your noggin.
You will be surprised.
And bring yourself to IKEA in Oak Creek because they have great home furnishing solutions for every stage of your life. For me, I remember the dorm room, getting stuff ready in there. I remember the first home because I'm in it right now, and the outdoor patio set. It's like now that I'm going to have a wife, as Torry says, and I have a fiance, we need, and she really wants, which means we really need, some outdoor patio furniture from IKEA. You could be in a remodel, and their new lower prices are amazing, reducing prices on hundreds of products throughout the store, innovating everything from design and production to packaging and transporting means so they can lower prices on hundreds of items and pass on the savings to you. Check out IKEA, where I'll be getting my patio furniture. That's the Torry L Tuesday today. We'll see you next week, Torry.
Hey.
Kyle Brust and Nortman continues next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Tyler, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
now. Yeah, taking notes over there, Ben Brust.
Taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips. those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tyler.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, lots of rain coming down and making for kind of a difficult ride. 41 southbound. We've got a broken down vehicle right about at Good Hope Road, so off of northbound 41. So be careful with that. Southbound 43, a hefty ride from just before Hampton Avenue, solid all the way through the Marquette, down to about National Avenue, and then you're back on the brakes from Lapham all the way down to about the Plainfield curve. So careful with that. We've also got northbound with the left lane blocked because of a broken down vehicle at Holt Avenue as well. Traffic is brought to you by Two Men in a Junk Truck. Have unwanted clutter or junk? Go to twomeninajunktruck.com for a free, no-obligation estimate. Keep what you love, ditch what you don't. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Showers and storms should end early with a low of 52. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 63 at the lake, 67 inland. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tout, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light.
You are looking live.
I am looking live at like 18 different things. I've got my glasses on. I can read it. If you don't want to do it, fine. I'll just lean over.
I got it.
Trade proposal. No, forget you. You had your chance. And you compared me to your grandpa.
May he rest in peace.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Spring into massive April savings with the Midwest #1 automotive leader at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Counsell Auto Group dealership. Get incredible spring cleaning sale pricing on America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC at nearby Counsell locations in Greenfield and Oak Creek. Your April savings will blossom with incredible spring cleaning savings and discounts on our entire inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Counsell, we make it easy to find the vehicle of your needs, always at a price and payment that you can afford. Spring is the perfect time to refresh your ride. We're paying top Kelly Blue Book values on your trade, no matter what the mileage or condition. The weather's warming and the deals are getting hot at your Counsell Auto Group dealerships, the Midwest #1 automotive leaders. Spring is the season for savings exclusively at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Counsell Auto Group dealerships, or shop online at shopcounsell.com.
Be greeted by an owner at America's largest employee-owned jewelry store.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank, and as a community bank, we sincerely appreciate our customer loyalty. Over nearly 90 years, we've done all we can to return the favor. Great Midwest Bank offers flexible solutions that bigger banks and credit unions simply can't, because our entire team is right here in the community. We love helping our neighbors when we're at work and then catching up over the weekend. Visit us at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Great song. He thinks it's a great song, but something I love is Universal Windows Direct. Spring is here, and it is only going to get hotter from here. I'm telling you, it is going to get hotter, and I do not want you to cool off the outside this year. I want you to call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. Listen, KBN Nation, super spacer technology. That's all you need to know. It helps keep the edge of the glass warmer. It holds the window sill longer, and it makes your window last up to 5 times longer than other window systems. No more drafty homes, and Universal Windows backs it up with a true 20-year warranty. So call them today at 414 410-2000. Remember, for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. Buy 20, get 20. There is absolutely no limit. Plus, there is 0% financing for 60 months. Updating your windows with Universal Windows Direct gives you extra protection, but also is a great deal. So do it today, and when you call them, let them know I told you to call and get an additional $250 off your next project. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to UWD.com. That's UWD.com, and guess what? Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
A 414-hour poll on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Will you ever welcome Craig Counsell to Milwaukee back with open arms? Early in the going, just got it up. 56% of people say, yes, I'll get over it. No, he's a traitor, 44%.
Well, I love that 44%. Them strong people. I like them.
I'm actually disappointed right now. It's even this high on the, like that just made, to me, that means the energy was just kind of like, hey, he hurt me and I'll eventually get over it. Like, he literally chose something that wasn't like, you were married to Craig Counsell. He said, I got a bigger house and a better girl. Ooh. I'm leaving you. You're going to forgive that? That's what he said. I got a bigger house and a better girl. See you later, Milwaukee. You're going to forgive that?
Yeah, I'm surprised that this isn't 90-10. I mean, for real. I thought that the Craig Counsell vitriol, the Craig Counsell deep-seated pain and anger was much stronger than that. It clearly tells to me that losing Favre, I don't think Rodgers is that concerning for Packer fans, but there are much bigger wounds than losing Craig Counsell, and we are in the midst of peak Craig Counsell anger. So, look, for me, I wouldn't have booed him just because I know if I was in his position, I would have done the same.
Stop
I would have.
Stop sounding like a former pro athlete and sound like a dang fan.
If I was playing
Wisconsin,
for the Packers,
Brad.
if I was playing for the Packers, grew up as a Packer fan, I went to free agency.
And you went to the Bears? That shouldn't even be on the table.
I would go to the Bears for significantly more money. I would. You're telling me you wouldn't? You're a liar if you're telling me you wouldn't.
No, I want nothing to do with the Bears. If my agent said, listen, Kyle, there's only 2 options. It's
$1 million with the Packers, $5 million with the Bears.
No. Go to the Bears or retire. And I say, you know what? Here's my paperwork.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
If that's how low my career has come, is that's the only team that wants me, it's the Chicago Bears, I don't even want to be in the NFL.
Now you look at me. Now you put your hand to God and say that.
Listen, listen, Lord, you know me. It's your boy Kyle.
It's your boy Kyle.
Listen,
right here for you.
We both know my heart. If the Chicago Bears offer me something, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even touch Chicago Bears in franchise mode with Madden. I want them to suck. I don't want to make them great because I feel like everything I touch is successful. And I'd be damned if I bring the Chicago Bears a championship.
Wow.
He just said that to God.
You must mean it.
I legitimately, I hate the Bears. I don't want to cheer for anything for the Bears.
I mean, I'm shocked by that. Maybe I shouldn't be shocked because, Kyle, you are. I mean, you're saying
you are the definition of loyal to a fault.
You have to understand.
Underline fault.
As a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, when I see other organizations, when I see other organizations,
did you sell your soul to this place?
No, I did not. Telly Hughes is one of the hosts we have at The Truth, and he wears his stuff from his fraternity. And every time I see it, I'm like, ugh, gosh, I gotta be friendly to this guy because of that. Like, I legitimately
fraternity beefs.
If you ain't with me, you against me.
Stro.
Kyle, did you pay for friends in college?
Basically.
I'm still part of Alpha. I just went to a conference earlier this year.
And he's still paying them.
You're still paying for friends?
I'm not paying for friends.
You're in your 30s.
I'm not paying for friends. It's about business. I'm sorry that my fraternity isn't about drinking and turning up and having wild times. My fraternity is about giving back and doing service in the community and having conferences.
Oh, wow. So now you're just taking shots at other fraternities for no reason.
Yeah, if you just...
What if people enjoyed their fraternity for the good times and the booze?
Maybe they pay for friends.
Fun. Yeah.
Maybe they paid for friends. I didn't pay for friends. I got enough friends.
So you paid for yourself to do community service?
No, I paid for myself to be part of a great organization that helps build the bar community. Yeah, I do. I do that. You got to pay your dues in order to make sure that you continue giving back to the community. I'm sorry you guys don't do anything to serve your community.
Oh, wow. 50 grand for guarding against cancer wasn't good enough?
Well,
no.
Could have did more.
Well, Jordan Love should have threw more touchdowns then. Getting higher in the votes, and it's basically 50-50. Will you ever welcome Craig Counsell to Milwaukee back with open arms? 800-990-3776, 800-990-ESPN. I know Brad's a softie, and he looks at it from a professional landscape and this and that. You know what? Damn the professional landscape. I I was barely a professional athlete, if we want to be real, right? Played overseas. Did I make money? Yes, they paid me to play basketball. Don't care. I'm taking the professionalism out of it. What he did was spit in the face of everyone in the state of Wisconsin. It's what he did. He grew up here. The video montage that they played had him as a Milwaukee Brewer, as a player, as a manager. And he basically said to all of the city of Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin, I'm so above you that I can go to Chicago for more money with the Cubs. And then he thought he was shocked. My man was shocked by the reaction. That's how out of touch Craig Counsell is. He was shocked by the way that people reacted to him going to Chicago. That is out of touch and somebody that doesn't understand the people of Wisconsin, which is why I would not cheer for him ever. Ever. I don't want to cheer for someone that doesn't truly understand the heart of somebody that lives in this state. I moved from Illinois to live in this state. You know why? Because I like this state. I like the people. I like the community. I love being here.
Ben is right. Brad, be more like Ben.
You know what? In this situation, I'm going to stay more like Brad, because here's why. I've already touched on the money and the professional component of it, but it doesn't just stop there.
Oh, wow.
Because I am happy with the new arrangement that the Milwaukee Brewers had. You wouldn't have this young, feisty, aggressive, physical, enjoyable Brewer team if Craig Counsell was still here. Pat Murphy, I'm enjoying. We talked about like a girlfriend analogy. I'm looking at the old girlfriend. I'm not getting any jealous vibes anymore. I'm loving life with Pat Murphy, and it's been enjoyable. I'm looking forward to my next date with him. Not Craig Counsell. Go ahead. I'm not going to attend Craig Counsell's wedding. But you know what? I see them over there. I'm like, you know what? You have no jealousy anymore.
Okay, in a hypothetical, because you and Lexi are locked in for a lifetime.
Of course,
never happening.
Of course.
But if Lexi left you for your best friend, are you gonna sit there and then you find somebody else? You gonna be like, oh well, it's fine. Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Well,
whoa.
I mean,
we famously have Chris from Minnesota, whose wife cheated on him with his best friend. And they are now together.
I'm just saying.
You think he's wishing goodwill on her?
But if you ask, it sounds like Chris is very comfortable with where life is.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Based on these texts I get every day, I think we're just therapy for him.
That's true. That means clearly that's still living in his head. And honestly,
Brad, answer the question.
I'll be honest, no.
Thank you.
I'll be honest,
Thank you. I'm married to the Brewers. I'm married to the Packers, and I'm married to the Bucks. So think of this as my marriage.
That's your problem. Again, you got to be very careful what you get married to, Kyle.
Loyal to a fault.
Yes.
Did he do the background check? Did he check the credit score?
I was born into it, man. I can't help it. It was meant to be.
I don't know who said it about Rodgers, right? Like he's a 10 on the field in the regular season, but he's a 1 on off the field. Right? Like this Counsell's giving me...
He's a babe, but he's a 1 in his heart.
Yeah, and that 1 showed, and we like on the hot crazy scale, if you haven't seen the hot crazy video, right? Rodgers is that like 10 hot, but 10 crazy. Counsell's probably like a 9 hot, 10 crazy. I only give him a 9 because he was successful 5 of the last 6 years in the postseason.
Can we start with this golden era of Brewers baseball? Do you know how lowly that makes us sound and how pathetic that makes us sound? Who has a golden era of anything when you don't win? Like Tau said that earlier. It's not a golden era. If a golden era is us not winning, boy, oh boy, this sucks. This really sucks.
They won a lot more than they did before.
It was the greatest stretch of Brewer baseball in Brewer history.
You know what the greatest stretch is?
No, pretty good, though.
Exactly. When they actually went to a World Series. And so, this is not a golden era. This is just a good time. This is just a successful.
It's the best era.
No.
It's the golden era.
Golden era should be championships. What team talks about, our golden era? What the hell?
A team with no championship.
25 years from now, we're talking about this as a golden era. The Brewers organization sucks.
They have 0 titles.
Dude, this sucks. This sucks. This is what y'all consider.
This sucks. Dude, you didn't live when it sucked. Brewers, diehard Brewers fans.
Excuse me. Pretty bad.
I know that.
The 90s were worse.
The late 90s were worse. We were so bad, we switched leagues to try to get an advantage. We suck. I've seen it. I remember when the team sucked. Moved to Miller Park, now AmFam Field. We sucked. Caleb Williams sucks.
I must have missed that one.
Caleb Williams sucks.
What a great drop. I love that.
Caleb Williams sucks.
Is that from early reports of him in training camp for the Chicago Bears?
Bad.
Caleb Williams sucks.
Caleb Williams sucks.
That is the most dismissive I've heard in a long time.
This is just distracting away from the fact that Craig Counsell is trash. Your take on the fact that this is our golden era is trash, and also on the fact that Milwaukee Brewers fans should be proud of themselves for booing somebody from the Chicago Cubs as they should as real Brewers fans. I was so proud of my team on Monday and the fans yesterday. Love it. Made my Memorial Day.
Whew. You got me. This is why I love you. This is what I really do.
What did I do?
You're being you. Loyal to a fault.
Kyle, you are one of one.
To what fault? That I'm loyal to my team? What else am I supposed to
All this heartbreak. You yelling about all this. Like, it's not the golden era. We sucked. We sucked, so we had to move leagues. We haven't won a championship. We're all talking about this golden era. We haven't won nothing.
I mean, at least both of y'all made my life exciting because we almost got
told
there.
us famously on an outro liner that we suck too.
Yeah, you guys.
You should have done something in this game. I should have done something in that game. We're part of your heartbreak too.
That's true.
We suck too.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by suckiness all day.
Kyle is the person that when like the girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with them, they keep a list of like all the exes and what they did to them just to really get in their feels.
Yeah, because I ever see them again, I can let them know.
I got to tell everyone about Thanalysis real quick. The Thanalysis show with Bucks player Thanasis Antetokounmpo has special guests all year long. And I'm telling you, we've had Damian Lillard, a live event with Giannis, Jordan Love, a whole lot more to come. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the Thanalysis show on YouTube, as I mentioned. Then go to your Apple phone if you're like us, Brad, Kyle, or Brad, Stro, and myself, and living in like this era of like technology where Kyle still doesn't have an iPhone. But go to Google Play or App Store and go to Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Download the Analysis Show today. I've prepared a Ben Same Game Parlay. There's research behind it, which means there's usually better results behind it. Ben Same Game Parlay, attacking Craig Counsell. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
He is now off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You choked against TCU. You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, we got a problem northbound 43, just north of Mequon Road, off on the right shoulder. Got a crash being worked on there. Slowdowns otherwise. We've got backups on southbound 43 from Hampton Avenue all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise. Northbound's backed up from Fond du Lac up to Keith. Southbound 41 also seeing some backups all the way down past Capitol Drive from Appleton Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live at State Fair Park. Rebel Grace plays this Wednesday. Gates open at 6. Live music starts at 7. Summer fun this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Showers and storms early with a low of 52. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy. A high of 63 at the lake, 67 inland. Weather is brought to you by the Golden Mask Inn Business Showcase. Check out their event space during a complimentary open house on Monday, June 3rd from 4 until 7. Register at goldenmaskinn.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Lower prices. Those aren't words you hear too often these days. But at your local Milwaukee and Chicago area IKEA stores, they've rolled out new lower prices on hundreds of your favorite furniture and home furnishing options throughout the store, making it more affordable to give any room in your home a stylish makeover. Utilizing innovations in design, production, and packaging, we strive to cut costs and lower prices without compromising quality, passing those savings on to you. Visit your local IKEA stores to see what savings are coming next.
This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman, getting you ready for summer with Carbless. Ready to drink vodka and tequila cocktails that are handcrafted right here in Wisconsin. Carbless is my go-to refreshing drink, whether it's hanging out inside watching TV or spending time on the patio grilling. Plus, it's perfect to take to the lake or to a brewer's tailgate. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten, and just 100 calories. Try flavors like pineapple, cranberry, and black cherry, or classic cocktail flavors like Paloma or my favorite, margarita. Find Carbless online or in your local retailer. Less is more this summer with Carbless.
What are we doing today?
One of the employee owners has an idea.
Who is it?
Casey Goodson.
Well, hi, you must be Casey Goodson.
That's me. Casey has been with Kessler's for 22 years and became an owner 12 years ago.
We're excited to hear your idea, Casey.
I call it the One Collection.
But we've had special collections in the past.
What are you saying?
Casey, I think Rick is saying that this can't be the one collection because we've offered special collections in the past.
I'm not saying it's the first collection. It's a special collection of engagement rings for the woman that you know is the one. The one for you. The one forever. What's in it? Incredibly special rings for incredibly special women.
How much?
Most of them are between $725 and $2,800. I like it.
I like it.
Me too.
When you have found the one, you'll find her ring waiting patiently for you to come and pick it up at Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
It started with a prediction.
Gonna go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O, snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. Dance it out, you're hot to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, snap.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. We are the Kyle Brust and Nortman right here on 94.5 ESPN with producer Alex Stro and you, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. We do have a poll up on Twitter at KBN ESPN that is shifting a little bit. I'm still shocked by the results. Will you ever welcome Craig Counsell to Milwaukee back with open arms? Yes, I'll get over it 45%. No, he's a traitor 55%. So we flipped the majority, but still a lot closer than I would have expected. Let's make some money off of Craig Counsell because his team stinks right now. In Ben's same game parlay.
It's time for Ben's Same Game Parlay. Sponsored by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. There's a table waiting for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines, and full-service sports betting. Explore more at paysbig.com.
All right, you guys typically like when I come with a little bit more preparation. So I did a little bit of research for what I think is my favorite play of the day. That will also be a part of this same game parlay. And I'll be jetting over to Potawatomi Casino Hotel after the show to place this. We started off with what is the 6:40 game tonight at American Family Field. Ben Brown, the pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, very mid, as the kids say, very average. You know who's not mid is Freddie Peralta on the mound tonight for the Milwaukee Brewers. With that, the odds for the Brewers -1.5, so they have to win by 2 or more, is plus 125. So some positive odds there. You got to win by 2, so you're not getting the money line, which is like minus 160-ish for Freddie. So he's expected to win. The Brewers' bats just need to come alive to cover that too. Now, let me tell you this. I've been tracking the Cubs because they were neck and neck with the Milwaukee Brewers. The last 13 games, what is the Chicago Cubs record? Guesses?
Oh, I'm going to guess 5-8.
Yeah, I like that.
3-10 their last 13.
Ooh,
they have not hit for, I've been using a different word, they have not hit for crap the last 13 games. They're averaging 1.9 runs per game in this 13-game run. Couple of goose eggs in there. Freddie Peralta's pitching, who's gotten a little bit better fastball command going as of recently. Plus, Freddie in this moment against the Cubs, who have not hit for anything, like I had mentioned. Brewers run line, I just love there.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me.
I mean,
makes a lot of sense.
I'm going by the numbers there. This one is more of a fun bet, and it's also it's favored to happen naturally because Freddie is pitching. The Cubs likely won't score in the first inning. Typically, if you're going to get to a starting pitcher, you likely get to him after you see him, 2 or 3 times around the lineup. Mm-hmm. No runs scored in the first inning by either team is a part of the parlay. Just again,
no runs scored in the first inning. Interesting.
Yep, no runs is a part of this parlay. Then William Contreras. Willie Adames was the guy, but William, I feel a total bases, either 2 singles, a double, a homer, over 1.5.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 750.
Really?
I know.
For the whole thing?
For the whole thing. $10 win 75, $100 to win 750. I'll be heading over to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Sportsbook, placing that bet, sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying a 2,000 square foot video wall with a great bar, tons of options to watch the game, obviously, tons to do at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, great new menu, great drink specials, you name it, Potawatomi Sportsbook has it. The 2,000 square foot video wall is just good enough for me to watch the game. But now that I've done the research and I like this bet, I'll be going and placing it.
I like it.
I'm not going to lie. You were doing research in the break, kind of pushed away from the computer and said, I like it. I like it a lot. And usually I'm thinking, how can I, now, especially now since Ben,
how can you poke holes in it?
How can I fade Ben?
Can I tell you?
Say, that's a pretty compelling parlay.
If you were going to poke holes in it, the hard part about this parlay is it's minus 130 for no runs in the first, which is more likely to happen than runs based off the odds. But if they score a run in the first inning, the parlay's dead. But you can get a quick one leg, and then you're just rooting for William Contreras, which is going to be at the top of the lineup likely, anywhere from 1, 2, or 3. They bat him 1 against lefties. I got to think, Ben Brown's a righty. Still be batting third. So he'll be at the top of the lineup. He's going to get enough hacks at it, hopefully 4 minimum to get 2 total bases.
No, he's hot. I mean, honestly,
he's the best catcher in baseball right now.
Beyond best catcher in baseball, he's one of the best hitters right now.
Yes,
in baseball.
runners in scoring position, he's unbelievable.
I think dude he has over 40 RBIs already.
So there it is. Brewers run line, no runs in the first. William Contreras over 1.5 total bases. I'm on my way right now if I could. But that has been same game parlay. And actually, hey, I did a same game parlay. It's all in the same game.
Hey. I'm not sure you've done that in months. The actual same
game. Yeah. Well, here we are.
Look at you.
You guys let me know. Venmo's open.
I'm thinking about it.
800-9. That's fine.
My lesson last
I'm in.
800-990-3776. That gets you closer to being invited to the wedding. Good job, Strofe. Oh, shut up. You're a good producer.
That last pucker was
You're a good producer. Aggressive.
Very juicy. Yeah.
I had to make sure I emphasized it.
I don't want to know how juicy Strofe's lips are.
Only one way to find out.
Unless we win this parlay for a lot of money, then I might find out how juicy those lips are. Let's go to John Anderson of ESPN before he joins the Homer Hour. Coming up next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of Letters. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Trade proposal. Christian Watson. Packers receive Justin Jefferson. I think I found a way for us to get Ayuk, Jefferson, and T. Higgins and not have to give up all that much.
Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Engagement rings, wedding bands, and big anniversary diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Summer with Saz's. Wonton wrapped mozzarella sticks, refreshing craft cocktails, crispy sour cream and chive fries, barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, you name it, they've got it. Saz's State House has been a Milwaukee staple for almost 50 years. So grab your friends and come experience the finest for yourself. Join them on their outdoor patio or pull up a seat at Saz's famous Round Bar. Complimentary shuttles are ready to take you to games and concerts at AmFam Field. Located at 55th and State. Learn more at Saz's.com.
A season of award-winning golf at Sweetgrass and Sage Run is on the horizon. The Island Resort and Casino Stay and Play golf packages are booking fast, with choice dates available early in the week. After your rounds, visit the Drift Spa for a relaxing or targeted massage session. And enjoy dinner at Horizon's scenic top-floor steakhouse. So many reasons to take a drive. Book your Stay and Play golf package today. Visit islandresortgolf.com.
This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. You hear me talk all the time about Bank 5-9 and their mission to make lives better. That mission extends beyond their customers and communities to their employees. Bank 5-9 was just honored again by Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel as a top workplace. That makes 15 years in a row. They were named the #1 mid-sized employer in the region and earned special recognition for the company's overall direction. Want to learn more about working with my friends at Bank 5-9? Visit bank59.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
I'm Ben Jewick with Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors. The crew is winning ball games here in Milwaukee and around the country. Our team stands ready to help your organization win across North America. Powered by Coakley Connect, our revolutionary facilities management platform, the Coakley crew supports clients across the country manage their real estate portfolio, offering facility-focused products and services, interior design, construction, new furniture, installation, and move management. We'll help you create and manage interior environments that drive your teams forward. Visit CoakleyBrothers.com and hit a home run.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Madison in Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Make sure you get tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series race at Road America June 6th through the 9th. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. The hotel is ideally located in the heart of the theater district in downtown Milwaukee. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site galleries, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Book special hotel packages with room rates starting as low as $129 a night. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The Family Rewards program at IKEA is amazing because guess what? It's free to sign up and they help you get notices before everyone else. That's why when I went there for the first time, I went right to the kiosk. Boom, easy process, signed up. And now, as you may or may not know, I'm engaged from this past weekend. And
let's go.
And so, fiancé really would like some patio furniture to have the Kyle Brust and Nortman crew over so we could grill out. But right now, if we had a grill out, there would be nowhere to sit. So I'm going to utilize the Family Rewards program that I'm in and make sure that I get the best offer. They have financing options if you need that as well. But I need the patio furniture, and when I went there, I had my eye on it. I need to know that baby girl and fiance are okay with it. So we're going to take a trip on over to IKEA in Oak Creek to take a look at what they got. And I got my eye on something, but it may not be what she wants, and that's okay, because we'll get to the decision together. Join the Family Rewards program at IKEA today in Oak Creek. Those meatballs are really good, too. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stro on the show. KBN Nation. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. 800-990-3776. Strophy, just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, so I know where to go. Thumbs down. John Anderson of ESPN, very busy man. Currently, I'm sure he'll be ready for the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock. But just like that, he's ready for us. John Anderson, welcome to Kyle Brust and Nortman. Good day.
Good day. I apologize for the continued trouble from connections here in Connecticut. I don't know what's going on.
That's totally okay, but we look forward to hearing you with us and on the Homer Hour. We have a poll up on Twitter, and I'm curious to get your thoughts because I was disappointed in one member of the panel. On Twitter, at KBN, will you ever welcome back Craig Counsell to Milwaukee with open arms?
Well, no, that makes it sound like I gotta love him. If he would like to come back and he's gonna apologize for his sins, that's fine, eventually. But it's gonna take a while. There's gonna have to be some contrition on his part, and he's gonna have to leave the team he's with, and it's gonna take a while.
That's exactly why I love you, John Anderson. I'm sure just like you and we were both booing at the TV yesterday when we saw the video of when they did the montage for Craig Counsell. That's why I love you.
I like that they put him, that they ended with him in his Brewer uniform and stuff. Listen, I'm all about it. I get it. You get to go chase your dreams. You get to go make your money. You get to do whatever you want professionally. That's totally fine. Everyone is allowed to do that. I'm allowed then as a fan to go, gosh, that's too bad. He left the team I love, the team and the state I thought he was a part of, and he's no longer. So then the repercussions on that part, which are very small to him, is that I get to hold a grudge. And that's fine. It's petty, but that's sports. That's why I love it.
See, where I'm at right now, John, is I was hurt initially when Craig Counsell left for the Cubs in October, as we all were. But as time has passed, I have felt myself enjoying my current relationship status more with this Brewer team and Pat Murphy. That's really softened the blow on my heart. Plus, I kind of get it from the money standpoint. So what's your dominant emotion right now? What's your dominant emotion right now when you watch these Brewer Cubs games? Is it still jealousy and anger over Craig Counsell, or is it joy for this Brewer team?
No, it's no different than I watch the regular games against the Cubs, which is I hope they beat their brains in. I hope the Cubs lose. I mean, whether they had Counsell or not, I hope the Cubs always lose 162 games a year and then go into some sort of a slump after that. And I spend way more time worrying about my team than I do them. And when they show them, when I see them, I still have a reaction. I'm like, God, I can't believe that guy's wearing that uniform. It's awful, and you're a traitor. And then I move on. So he does not occupy a bunch of my time or a bunch of my thoughts. Just when he pops up, I just go, wow, look at that guy. There's the guy that decided to run. And the big budget of the Cubs. Good for you. Enjoy that dump that is Wrigley Field.
So John Anderson joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, famously Mizzou fan, I think alum and proud alum. You wish Kansas to lose every game that they play. Probably in football and basketball. You mentioned the Cubs. You hope they lose 162. What other teams are on that sort of fandom for you where they you hope they lose every game?
Those two are really at the top. Like, I only hope the Mets lose 150. That would be okay. They're on my list because it's funny, right? For as much as I dislike the Cubs and all the Brewer rivals, having gone to school at Missouri and having had roommates who I really enjoyed from St. Louis and listening to Jack Buck and Mike Shannon, the Cardinals, I don't mind the Cardinals. And when they were really good in the 80s when I was in school, I found, and they were in the National League, so it was able, you could kind of keep the Brewers on the other side. And they had great rivalries with the Mets. So I learned to really dislike the Mets, with a passion. But not like it is the Cubs. But other than that, I want the Vikings to lose a lot of games and the Bears to lose a lot of games, but it's not like those two. And there's really, and my dislike for the Cubs does not even come close to my dislike for KU and Kansas, right? That's the old I hate them with the fire of 10,000 suns.
Do you understand this whole golden era thing? Like, Craig Counsell did a good job as a manager, but do you think it's overstated when people say that was the golden era of Brewers baseball?
I guess if we're talking about, that run of success for a few years, you could say so. They didn't get to the World Series, so that's too bad. I always think kind of the golden era, at least in my case for them, was the Bamberger years when they came through and they made a World Series and they went from being just kind of a team that played in Major League Baseball in the AL East, but was never a contender, into a real factor, into a real team that was to be feared. And the way they played the game at the time. So that forever will be the golden years for me, those kind of late 70s, early to mid 80 teams. would be the golden years. Just like in my case, like you could say that the Bucks with Giannis and winning a championship, that's a lot of people's golden years. I'm still very much, the Nelly years of Myers and Brian Winters and Moncrief or Cummings or Marcus Johnson. And so, I think some of that can be skewed by just sort of when you grew up and when you had your attachment to the team. Are the Packers in a golden age now or the last 30 years, or was it the 60s? You could debate some of those things, but, Counsell did a very nice job. Enjoy spending your money, and I kind of hope the Brewers would beat up the pitching just so he's got to make like 9 trips to the mound and people can have that many shots at him.
Their bullpen does suck.
John, are you married?
I am.
Well, one of our panelists, that is Ben Brust panelists, I don't know why I call this that, he got engaged over the weekend. Shower us with some wisdom, advice from someone that's been in it for much longer than us.
All right. Here is the most important thing you need to know.
I got a pen and paper out. I'm ready.
Your wife has no idea what the things you love in life cost, and you have no idea what the things she loves in life cost. So when you get your oil change and it's $50 and she gets a throw pillow and it's $50, neither one of you understands that. Just say, okay, that's what it costs. Or your Titleist costs $84 or $58 and her pedicure is going to cost $58. Even though neither of those things seem like they should cost the same, they do. So just trust her when she tells you what her things cost, and have her trust you when you tell her what her things cost. Then in the morning, tell her you love her, and at night, apologize.
That's wise advice right there.
Well,
it almost sounds
why
like
it's wise, Brad, is because I can literally feel the conversations. Like I'm having those conversations. Now I'm just readjusting how I will go about communicating those conversations.
Yeah. Tell her you love her in the morning. Tell her you're sorry at night. That'll keep everything on the rails for the most part.
I love you in the morning. I'm sorry at night. Wise words from John Anderson of ESPN. Thanks, John. I'll hear you on the home route on the way home.
Very good, man.
That's John Anderson. And next to my left here, he's Steve the Homer True. He's next.
That was good.
That was really good.
Very good.
When is John Anderson not good?
It's another good question.
That's next.